Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We took a little hiatus last week because of grandiose events, of course. We still had Open Dojo, but the podcast officially is Black Sense Society, episode number 73. There's going to be a lot to talk about for today. We're going to be talking about all the new anime, give our full thoughts, maybe some debates are going to happen. We'll also do our Crunchyroll Anime Award nominations as a group, or no, selections as a group. So that should be fun. And we have some other things that we're going to do. Like I said, if you guys are not in the Discord, join the Discord. We have a link tree. Go join it. We have a lot of great conversations over there. We're going to have like some more events. Maybe we'll do a monthly Q&A for Bankai members. So you have to be a Bankai member to ask a question. And then we'll do hot takes in the Discord. So if you're part of the Discord, anybody can submit a hot take, and then we'll go over that. So we got a lot of things to talk about today. Before we get into everything, gents, how are we feeling?
Y'all miss the time in Barcelona. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to thank Miles for giving me a little bit of leeway on the Team Hero side, because I was enjoying myself over there. I had to represent since most of us couldn't make it over there. But big shout out to Lonnie and Taylor on their marriage. It was amazing. They really showed out, and they showed out. The villa was fantastic. For the few pictures I were to post, their wedding was at like a castle, like maybe, if I'm being honest, maybe the most baller wedding I've ever been to. And then obviously seeing how they live, meeting their parents, seeing like how much Lonnie and like you always hear about it, but when you actually see it, how they truly care for each other was fantastic. Also, the drama, Barcelona itself was Barcelona, man. Let's just say I'd like to go back in the summer, to just kind of see how it is. But it's a place maybe one day we could all go, because Miles, I know you'd love it over there. I know you love it over there. Everybody else, they just got a lot of appealing things, man. And I'm not talking about the women. That the women's a whole, just a lot of things about the city. I just wish I had more time to explore the city itself, just to kind of see the culture. But from what I saw, it was really cool. It was really cool.
As for me, life is blessed. Just want to thank all the people who showed up for Open Dojo, hitting with a double header with best game protagonist and best game antagonist back-to-back weeks. I appreciate y'all. And I'm slowly figuring out that we are definitely in animation elitist saga in real life right now. So that's where I'm at.
How you feeling, Ty, Miles?
I had the longest day of work I've ever had. Bro. That's it.
Yeah, I'm with Ty. Work is kicking my ass as well. Yeah, man. I don't want to get political, but this is taking its toll. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, hopefully Lonnie makes it. Happy National. Is it Anime Day? Nah, is he real? Is he for real for that? Is it Anime Day today?
Iconic.
Hopefully Lonnie makes it today. Also shout out the Bankai tier members down below.
It is
Anime Day today. I didn't even know that.
Happy Anime Day, guys.
Happy Anime Day. This is a perfect day to talk about all the new anime this season. So this one should be a fun one. For me, I'm kind of chilling. WrestleMania's this weekend. I'll actually be babysitting my friend's dogs this weekend. So I'll be doing both, having some fun there. Hey, maybe they see this. Maybe they see this and go like, now we really got to get them out of here. I also say this, I've been back in the gym grinding, of course. We're finally back at the 225 mark for the bench press. So now we got to make that consistent. But hey, I did a deadlift wrong, and now my lower back hurts. So I need to lock in.
How did you do it wrong?
And check him out. He's thinking about balling in basketball. You got a bad back. You like MPJ.
No, I don't have a bad back.
No, he's about to get whooped. He's about to look like Rudy Gobert.
He's going to be like Ben Simmons. You got a bad back, brother.
Y'all disrespect.
I'm telling you, when we get... I said it. Don't let my short ass make y'all look like Rudy Gobert.
Yo,
Please.
I swear to God,
we need to tell the people. We need to tell the people. So in the annals of our group chats, there's a big discussion going on about who's the best baller in the Black Sensei side.
It's easily me, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like
I'm not gonna take that. I don't
the
know.
craziest part is I'm out. I know my limitations. I
Oh
play
my
football for a reason.
I will ball up Ty, bro. Don't
I
worry.
swear you can't.
Bro,
I swear you can't.
I want the ones. That's the
Y'all
crazy-
way too little.
Miles, I don't care who you are.
Y'all
That's
Not too
perfectly
small.
fine.
Go on, right?
I'll make you touch Earth. That's
No,
all. You got it. In the post, you got it.
I have one question. How do you play ones?
How do I?
How many dribbles you want?
three dribbles.
I'll ask y'all.
I'm asking you.
I'm cool with 3. I'm cool with 3.
I'm cool with 3, 4 dribbles. You're touching Earth.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yo, Jaden,
really
I'm the tallest and the biggest, bro.
I've seen Ty's game. So I know Ty will be a good game. Miles is a big dude, so I'm curious on that. Santo talking spicy, so now I'm curious.
Like
said
I said,
gonna touch Earth.
I know my limitations in the post. Miles got it. Y'all got it. Y'all
It's not
all
even about
taller
the
than
post.
me. On the perimeter, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6".
Yeah,
5'6".
Miles is a big dude, bro. He's a big dude.
Miles
I'm
tall.
6'5".
Okay, and you were there?
5'11".
Oh, I'm gonna have so
It's
much fun
over
commentating.
with.
I'm not worried about your 6'5" ass, bro. We
Oh,
here. I ain't worried.
Ooh.
I ain't worried. We here.
Yo, I'm gonna put some odds down. I'm gonna get the parlays ready, and I'm gonna be commentating my ass off when this happens.
I'm just saying, if you can't shuffle your feet, bro, you're done
Oh my god!
Santo talking like he's
I played lacrosse for 9 years.
No, I'm dead-
very
I'm
good
dead
on my
ass.
feet, bro.
Santo,
Santo talking like he's the professor.
Claudio,
It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad.
oh my gosh.
It's gonna get
Hey, we
bad.
can run a few different competitions
right now, y'all are fat.
Basketball,
It's gonna
we
get
can run the ones. Wide receiver drills, we can run the ones.
That's gonna get bad.
Hey, whoa,
That's
hold
gonna
on.
get bad.
Nah.
I know
gonna
you
get
play.
bad.
I want it, Ren.
Riddell,
get
stop.
bad.
Riddell, stop.
I'm
gonna
dead
get
ass.
bad.
I'm not even joking. I'm not even trolling. I want the smoke.
That's
I
gonna get
do.
bad.
Bad back Riddell, you're gonna learn.
So Randall,
Oh,
Randall, when I
sports,
suck in basketball, I send over to football for you.
That's crazy.
I'm here. I'm
Hey,
here. Come on, all day, every day. When it comes to sports, I'm on smoke all day.
look, man, don't do this, man. Riddell,
want
look,
it.
I don't look. I'll
If
say
J-Rob
this.
was here, I would have won it. No pause.
Nah, J-Rob in football,
And
he got it. I'm not even gonna. He got it.
I
The rest of y'all niggas, I'm not worried about y'all niggas in no sport. Not baseball,
Miles,
I can't
hockey,
Miles, I
bowling,
swear, Miles, I don't talk. I say this,
badminton, tennis.
Miles,
can't
I
wait.
swear with all the grace in my heart, if you line up across me on the football field, you are legitimately limping off. I will take your ankles on the football field. That's the only sport I'm
And you
confident in.
said baseball. I'm
Let's
sorry,
go.
my Dominican genes ain't
All right,
allowing
bro.
that to happen, bro.
Y'all got it. I'm not even gonna do too much.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm here. I'm here. With that said, in the future, we'll probably, if we all link up, I'm sure it's going to get very competitive. People can place their bets even. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with it. We're going to have fun, and I'm about to smoke some people, but that's a future thing. BSS future sporting event. We here, of course.
Pulling up to Venice Beach to get your ankles taken is crazy. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm just gonna be watching.
Oh, hey, you can't say you'd be watching and this talking all this trash.
I said no. I told y'all, Ty. Y'all heard it from the beginning. I said y'all got it with basketball. Football is where I enter the chat. I know my limitations.
Yeah, we here.
I know my
Football.
limitations, and I, as a man who stood next to J Rob, I'm 6'2". J Rob taller than me. By the way, biggest fact of today was knowing that Miles was 6'5". My goodness. But I'm telling you right now, man, Riddell, don't come on this field talking like that, bro.
Oh, I'm 100% coming on the field talking like that.
I
That's
can bring the skateboard. We can play skate. Y'all can get it any way y'all niggas.
okay.
wanna get it.
I don't skateboard, so you got.
Y'all niggas can get it any way
I
y'all niggas.
don't
wanna get it.
skateboard.
Nice.
You got it.
Ooh, I
Y'all
love
get-
it.
y'all-
Let-
y'all
wait,
niggas-
let me see.
y'all
Let me see it
niggas-
one more
I'm
time.
talking about.
Hold up.
Hell, you don't hoop
I'm talking
either.
about any way y'all niggas want to get it.
Hey.
Y'all
Hell,
niggas can get
Hell,
it.
you don't hoop either though. That's the thing.
Y'all niggas can really get it any way y'all want.
Now I could ollie. I could do that.
Pause.
What?
We just go act like I'm just not gonna let Miles get away with saying that multiple times.
Listen, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta get studied, bro. You know the context of what I'm talking about, bro.
Look, I let that slide.
You're
3
right,
times.
but goddamn it, why? Oh man, that should be a fun thing. We definitely will link up in the future for sure. But with that said, today there's going to be a lot of great things to talk about, a lot of fun podcast topics, of course. If you guys didn't know, we have a Bankai tier. We have memberships. Y'all can join up. We really do appreciate it. You get original content. You get to participate in the Q&A. You get a specific channel in the Discord. You can go to our link tree where we have a Discord. And then you guys can go over there, join it, follow all our socials to see where all our content is. That's a great place to kind of go, find everything, of course. And I will say this as well. Maybe something I want to try out. We'll see how this run works out. But I'm gonna put a little competition in our likes and comments. So before I do that, Miles and Santo. Actually, Miles. I'm thinking a number from one. I'm thinking a number between 1 and 2. Pick a number.
Between
It doesn't matter.
One point.
Just pick a number between 1 and 2.
1.3.
Pick a number 1 or 2. Just make it
1.
Okay, thank you. All right, the answer is 1. I just wanted to make it very simple. I didn't have a coin to flip or anything, so I
just heard you 1 and 3 between those 3 numbers.
No, but if they pick 2, then they will be even. So that didn't work. So 1 or 2. God. 1. So, all right. For the goals, do you want to have the like goal or comment goal for this podcast episode?
Yo, Angie be on timing, bro.
Comment goal.
So this is what I'm thinking. Whatever we get most of between comments and likes, comments will be representing Team Hero. Likes will be representing Team Villain. Whichever we get most of in totality, we'll choose the next competition we do between Hero and Villain. That's what I'm thinking.
That's fine.
So, hey, do your bits in the comment section and do your bits in the likes. So make sure you guys do that and represent your team or just represent one of these guys up here. So with that said, we're going to start off with BSS news. Ty got something interesting. So let's dive right into it.
I don't know if y'all know this, but the Hunter exams are actually real. So apparently this group called the Hunter Association, they gathered in Virginia and they actually held Hunter exams, and it was 5 different phases. There was an endurance exam, there was an assassin exam, there was an obstacle course, a one-on-one battle that you can fight niggas in, and then a deception course. And if you pass it, yeah, you can actually it wasn't obviously serious, but
yeah.
And if you were able to pass, then you actually get this the actual Hunter Association group and be able to network with people. So I want to ask you guys, would you guys participate? And then my next question is, what do y'all think this means for anime culture in general? Because people from around the country flew into Virginia to participate. I think that's pretty crazy. That just made me realize how mainstream anime actually is. So what do y'all think about that?
It happened in Virginia. We're in Virginia.
It happened Old Tavern Road, the Plains. It's actually not that far from it.
Clips of it. I remember that because they did the race and this one dude just took off. I remember seeing a clip of that before I left.
Yeah,
I saw a clip. I think someone actually put it in our group chat, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not participating in that until I train for a couple months. I'm not gonna lie. I'm be honest, because no way I'm winning. Because the marathon will kill me. I'm keeping it straight. That marathon will kill me.
I wouldn't make it through the marathon, but everything else I think I'd be pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of old school Ninja Warrior. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's pretty fire.
I mean, that's in terms of what it means for anime culture. I think that's pretty cool. The fact that they were actually able to get people to come to they didn't pick any destination spot. They said come to Virginia, and people from all over the country say, we go in here, we're gonna get it done. Now I'm interested to see if you could do that with like really obviously you like realistically, let's just say if they try to do the UA entrance exam, you could do everything in the UA entrance exam, but could you do something? Would that maybe force other or inspire other
Which part could you
fandoms?
do?
The rescue part. Like somebody's gonna legitimately try to pull the Deku and try to punch out if they have a giant.
So
somebody's gonna try to do that.
Make it realistic for sure, but I think you can still like make a real version of that event. I think it's possible.
I think you could too.
Yeah,
you can throw the baseball. Like,
yeah, I think that's cool though. I think it's amazing that they were able to, because I know that stuff is not easy to organize. So to be able to even get that done and secure space, get the drone footage, because even for what I saw in the clip, like they spent some money on this, and they wanted to make sure that this was something that maybe next year they keep doing, and who knows how eventually that could evolve too.
Man, y'all invest in us, we'll host an event. Hey, someone send us a bag and we'll make a real big BSS event. Anime, we'll be the Mr. Beast of the anime scene. Just send us a bag, you know what I'm saying?
A billionaire just needs to make a One Piece and hide it somewhere, and then just leave clues, and then tell somebody to find it.
Bro, you want
that'd be hard as fuck.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would
somebody just convinced LeBron to do it, and his stands alone will just start watching One Piece to figure something out.
I'll commit my life to finding that shit.
Miles is gonna be white beard and say the One Piece is real right before you.
Well, I say not gonna lie, it looked kind of fire. If like, I wonder if they did have like a find the One Piece, what state or what city would be like if you pass it? It's like the Grand Line.
Yeah, like
yo, get through Alabama.
That's wild. That's wild.
The One Piece is in Chicago.
Hey, chat, pray for Lonnie. He's in traffic trying to make his way home so he can hop on the pod. So pray for that boy. Go through Chicago. That'll be hilarious too. No, I'm with you though, Ty. I think that'll be a very dope type of event. I do think, there's a lot of creative things. Like we have some ideas of like really creative things that we may do in the future. But people like what's his name? Shonen Showdown. I think that's his name. And I think there's another anime channel with that Naruto dude, Nick. I think that's his name. He's on this anime channel, and they do this type of like anime real life content. So yeah, there's a place for that. And if you make it real, it can be a lot of fun. So
that'd be crazy if they say a clue is on one of the poneglyphs in the favelas. I'm like, yep. Journey's over. I turned into Bellamy one time.
Oh man, now I'm thinking. Even the problem is, what would a tangible One Piece have to be to make people do it?
Maybe just a large lump sum of money.
Yeah, if it's money, people are gonna be fighting over that.
They would.
Or the cure for cancer.
Somebody would break it. Like
well, maybe incentivize people more.
Hey, Oda could have made the One Piece just a bunch of money, but he said, nah, it's not that. It's something deeper. It's something more important. The secret of the universe. That's the only way that could be equipped.
I mean, it's the secret of the One Piece universe.
Yeah,
we need the secret of the universe to be the one.
Oh yeah, the elite would never allow that, man.
You get like a Visa card, but there's unlimited funds on this card, and only you can use. It's a universal card.
Oh hell no! I wouldn't do it because I know the amount of damage I do with that.
Bro.
I don't even know how that's plausible. Endless supply of food is interesting. That's a very interesting.
A voucher for like infinite food, that'd be fire.
Nah, for sure. All right, you know what? Let's make this the question. You know what? This is a clip. This is clip worthy. So let's ask the question. If there was a real life One Piece, what would be the perfect prize that everybody around the world would want and do anything to find?
Like I said, a Visa card that's universal, every currency on it, and it's unlimited funds that can be used anywhere.
I think obviously the logistics of it would be crazy, but I don't see how anybody, even if you're retired and you're chilling, you still need some money. And think about the only tough part is you would become such a big target the minute you find it. So like if they could say like once you get it, we'll like biometrically lock it to you or something, so only you can use it, something like that. Because I think that'd be awesome. Because that's where I'd be like, man, I'm pulling up to Osaka. I'm like, hey Oda, let's get these One Piece chapters in because I know Miles fiending for something. Like I'll be over there. How much you need, Oda? Tell me how much you need to get this done. Like within the year, how much you need. So I know I would do it. I'd find ways to get some other stuff done for sure.
I'm thinking the most realistic thing that I can think about, although like endless money is cool, I'm gonna go a different route. And I might double dip a little bit. All the secrets that are in the Vatican and all the secrets that is, I want to say like the government, but like Area 51. I just want knowledge that is not accessible to the public, and you'll never get that knowledge ever. That I will be like, yo, I kind of want to know what that is. I'll be striving for that. I'm a big knowledge guy, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Like ultimate knowledge of like current human history, basically.
What would be the first thing you'd want to know with that?
Well, there's a lot of like things with the Vatican. There's interesting things when it comes to religion that may be interesting that you may find out about religious history. Also, you know, a lot of people love their conspiracy theories for the government. So maybe you find something out regarding that, or some potential technology that is in the works. There's a lot of things that you can really find out and kind of, but you can't,
right? Yeah,
you can find out a lot of stuff.
Shoot, put LeBron's 5th ring in there. A lot of people gonna fight for that, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna put this in Let's Get Negative, but the fool who dropped that LeBron James, whatever that R&B type LeBron James song was, that is. Look,
I like all those songs. There's a bunch of them.
That's
like the amount of. There's a little bit of glitch, but that dude, he was hitting melodies. I said, chill out, bro. He just plays basketball, like.
But random. That's what makes them so good. These guys are actually talented making these full-length tracks about LeBron.
When I heard the LeBron song, when it was Golden Hour, bro, I was like, wait, this is actually beautiful. What the, like this is actually like really
it's crazy.
It's objectively a good song. Like, I was like,
yeah,
wow.
You should sing it. Let me hear the vocals.
We borderline idolization. I'm a Christian, man.
He just reeled it all the way back in.
A little bit of blasphemy.
$2 super chat by Sauce. Y'all know LeBron got a Ken doll sold out already. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that
was so weird. That was such a weird story to read in Barcelona. And then somebody was like, "This why you know Jordan's the GOAT, because he's wearing Jordans in the Ken doll." I said, "Oh my god,
wow,
that's hilarious." I'm not gonna lie, buying a LeBron Ken doll is actually a good investment. I'm being honest. That shit's gonna skyrocket in value. I'm just being honest.
Are they doing like a limited run or something?
Le Barbie is hilarious.
Just keep it in its box and just. Man, that thing is gonna skyrocket.
Oh yeah,
that's so crazy. By the way, no, shout out to LeBron for doing that, because that is like crazy that they reached out like, "Hey, LeBron, you want a Barbie doll?" He said, "Why not?" And I would want to know who thought that was a good idea. I just want to be. That's what I'd do if I found One Piece. Let me get to learn all these different conversations. I want to know the dude that Barbie was like, LeBron James, and then somebody else was like, absolutely, let's do it.
So, Bia, what are they doing with it? What could they possibly do? What could they possibly do with the LeBron?
What are we doing?
Please tell us. But W News, man. Hey, that Hunter x Hunter event seems pretty fire. And whoever wins, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. All right. With that said, let's get right into. Let's start off with a Q&A. We're kind of go back into the normal sequence. We only had a few questions for this Q&A, but I still feel it appropriate to share. So, shout out. I think it was Ken, who's the one who submitted this Q&A questions, and we all can answer it, of course. Again, make sure you guys submit your become a Bankai member so you guys can submit a question. You guys can ask basically anything you want in this Q&A. And honestly, anybody in the chat, you can legit just go to the post and submit a question now, and then we'll read it. Just let me know you put a question in there. But all right, I got the questions here. First question up from Anime Spurs fan. We all know it's Ken. If the captains were in an anime, what would the anime be about? What powers would each captain have?
Oh, it's dethroning Riddell from being a dictator.
Oh, wow.
100%. I'm kidding.
Can we just like not? Am I the only one who's trying to not be in a spot where we gotta save the planet? Half the time, me and Lon, we have to stop Lonnie from doing something borderline heinous. If we were in a spot like that.
I love
you want to be in a slice of life.
We should save the world, though. Like,
Okay, one of us gotta keep watch on Lonnie the whole time because at one point I'm like, man.
All right,
this village.
All right, let's just say we're in our own anime, not in the anime together. And pick our own series. Yeah, pick our own series because, well, unless. Keep that energy. Keep that energy, Jaden. Keep that energy.
He's cooked.
He's cooked. Hey, Riddell, though, you about to have one of the greatest goals people have ever seen, though, in the U20 game.
No, keep that energy. Keep that energy. Y'all know what happens, so keep that energy. Be here when it happens. He said if the captains were in the anime, so maybe it is one anime. Maybe it is.
I feel like the anime should have something to do with Lonnie and them in Spain, and then we come over there for some reason.
Oh, Lonnie, me and Lonnie and Joe, and our one call was to tie. Like, hey, bro, we're gonna need you to come over here and save us, man.
For something. The other thing of plot, but I feel like it should have something to do with getting to Spain to do something, to accomplish something.
That'd be sweet.
Kind of like JoJo's part.
Maybe it could just be Lonnie having to complete his wedding, but somebody's out to stop the wedding. Now, who shall stop the wedding? We don't know. Maybe it's some assassins trying to take out Lonnie. For what reason? We have no idea.
Oh, the lore behind that is going to be crazy.
All right. So what anime are we talking about? Well, we got to name an anime. I think that's what they're asking.
You have to name it?
Yeah, they asked for a specific anime. You know what? Let's just have. It's too complicated to kind of find out anime for all of us. Just pick one anime you would want to be in and what your power would be. So, who wants to start? Miles, go ahead.
It would be JoJo's. In specific, Vento Arreo, and then my power would be clothes change. Depending on what clothes I have, would augment my abilities and my power.
How does that power work in JoJo's again? Is it like the better he looks, the stronger he is?
I don't remember if that's an actual stand. Based on clothes? I just thought something original I'd make for myself.
Oh,
so
okay.
it'd be like if I had Air Jordans, I'd be able to soar through the air because of the Air Jordan. If I had a trench coat, it'd give me like the properties of stealth. Yeah, shit like that. If I had a football helmet, it'd be like a shield around my whole body, not just a helmet. I would just get the properties of whatever clothes I have, and my stand would yeah, I can hit me a little pose, hit me a little hey. You feel me?
I love Angie, bro.
Angie's on fire.
Who's next?
I'm literally crying.
This is a tough question. So I'll just throw it out in an anime because I don't really have a good solid answer. But I'm gonna throw out World Trigger. I'm gonna throw out Jin in World Trigger, and he's able to see the future. So I'm gonna go with Jin, and he's able to kind of plan on that. And he's also very skilled in the World Trigger power dynamics, as using certain things regarding the Tryon. He's very skilled with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Yes,
you need to stop disrespecting me out here, bro. What is going on right now? What do you think I am?
That's insane. I like Jin. Jin's side effect is fire.
Well, you've seen World Trigger?
Yeah, I'm reading the manga now. I'm trying to catch up to it, but
Okay. Yeah.
Low key, put me in Naruto. Give me the Sharingan, bro. I feel like I'll be able to do anything, like almost everything. And the Sharingan is one of those abilities I would want to take out of an anime and bring in real life. Like I could literally just watch Yusuke Murata, author of One Punch Man, has drawn. I can watch him draw and draw like that's crazy. Like I would love to take that power out of Naruto and apply it to myself. I can watch. I'll watch Steph Curry highlights and Kyrie Irving highlights. Like,
by the way, real quick, Pain arc, fucking cinema.
Oh, we got
fucking cinema. I sat there. I mentioned. I actually talked about it like a couple days ago in the Discord, and then I'm like, it's kind of crazy that there's more story after this. Is that weird that I feel that way?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well,
like I was like, after it was over, I was like, I put the book down and I was like, I put my phone down. I was like, I'm good. Like this is a great way to end. And I was like, oh shit, there's still more pages.
It was a climactic moment. I'm not mad at what you're saying, not by any means. Well, we'll dissect the Naruto conversation a little bit more later. Do you have a anime?
Me, this is crazy. Me would be I want to be in Blue Lock, but I want the Byakugan.
Yo. You can't take an anime power from a different anime.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Oh, you have to go in one anime and pick a power from that anime.
Oh, okay, fine. Oh, the only reason I brought a Blue Lock because I was comparing the two art styles.
Yeah, you're trying to cheat. Yeah, you're trying to cheat.
No, and then because I wanted to rewatch because I've never fully watched season 2 of Blue Lock. I just skip the really shitty parts to get to the game, and I actually watched the full thing. Jesus Christ! But if I don't do that, then give me. I want that metavision that Aiku had in the U20 game. Aiku was fantastic in that game. Like, and just let me have that in real life because obviously I could say I want like Isagi's metavision now, but Aiku then, that boy could do everything. Then one time he was like, "I'm gonna be a striker right now," and it just took some wild stuff. Because at the end of that game, man, they cook right there.
So you just want to play soccer?
You see how much money they make in soccer?
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it.
Let me be Ronaldo.
I ain't mad at it. Santo, what you got?
Man, I ain't trying to save the world. I ain't trying to die in a battle. Put me in Kuroko no Basket, and I'll just have an analytical mind, and I'll be a coach.
Oh, no, very normal life. Okay, I respect it. I respect it.
I'm trying to be the Hispanic Phil Jackson. We racking them chips.
All right, next question from Kent. What is your day off perfect anime lineup? So we have a day off. What would be the anime we watch on our day off? Like the perfect anime lineup.
All right, this would sound dumb.
A loaded question.
But The Way of the House Husband. You ever just seen that on Netflix?
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Like it's just gas. Like if you just got nothing to do. And the guy who voices Aiku also voices the main character of that anime. And you just got like a few hours to kill, or you just chilling, like go ahead, pop a beverage and just watch that. And it's like the best way I describe it is like it's peak anime. Like it's good.
But it's a slide. Let me stop. It's a slideshow.
But it's fun. I could say like high school girl.
Let me stop.
I respect it.
But it's just fun. I understand. I could have said something. I could have said high school girl, but it's like Where the House Husband is fun. If you're about to defend an anime today, but you're getting on me for
no,
Husband, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
That was just peak sarcasm.
I know. I got you.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Is it just one anime we'd want to watch on our day off?
He said perfect anime lineup, so you can name a few if you're gonna watch it all in a day.
Yeah, let me do my lineup together.
Yeah, you said day off, so whatever your day off is, like okay, I'm about to watch anime. Which ones are you putting on?
If I'm going to the library, Kuroko no Basket is on there because it's a quick watch. Any game I watch on it is entertaining. If I want something of like fighting or whatnot, I could throw in maybe a Demon Slayer fight, or if I just want something with a quick story, I can get in and get out. Death Note.
Can we say?
You say what?
I'm more so read manga to watch anime. I'm about to say, if I could have a day off or just read some manga, I would read Dragon Ball, probably Don, just because I sometimes read random chapters of Don outside me look for references. Dragon Ball Don, then probably Blue Box, and then probably Naruto.
By the way, Santo, you weren't playing about that Blue Box.
Blue Box is so damn
magnificent.
For
Watch
no,
that
for no reason. Not manga. I'm just watching the anime. Which, by the way, confirmed for season 2.
I'm like 10,
thank God.
I'm like 12 chapters behind on the manga. Like 12 chapters. It's good. I'm mad though because he is better, bro.
Yeah, I hear you don't like the ship choice. You know, that's the thing about romance.
Ty, I'm like that with damn near every slice of life that I read. I'm just like, you choosing the wrong person, and how y'all about to give me 50 chapters of this? Like I believe in this.
I like Chi, but I do think that it'll end with Hina at the end. That's what I think. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's see.
Ones that I'll throw out, Hitman Reborn. It was one of those anime that I just enjoy every time I watched it. It is a bit long, but like, man, once it hits that point, everybody knows when they watch Hitman Reborn, where Suna turns on that badass switch, it's just up from there. D Greyman's also really good. It's unfortunate that the manga takes forever to kind of drop stuff. So I'll throw out D Greyman. And I'll throw out Freerun. Freerun's very easy to watch, very enjoyable. And kind of nothing too complicated, but you can kind of get invested with the characters in there. So those are 3 right off the top of my head. Oh, I'll throw in Bungo Stray Dogs as well. Bungo Stray Dogs is freaking gas. So I'm gonna throw that one out.
Can I add mine?
Go ahead, Renato.
No, I was gonna put up what Lonnie said because I completely forgot that you haven't gone yet, Miles. So you go ahead and I'll say what Lonnie said.
I'd probably do Gundam Thunderbolt, probably Eureka 7, and then I'd probably do Charlotte. I've already told y'all, made it clear. My favorite genre is Gundam. Not Gundam, but mech anime. My favorite genre. And then Charlotte is like a cool kind of power, kind of slice of life type of vibe. And then to throw a little star in there, I love anime reaction content. So if I wasn't watching a particular anime, I like just going on YouTube and watching people's reaction to stuff that I've seen.
So Thunderbolt is your favorite Gundam series?
It's not my favorite, but I really like Thunderbolt.
What's your favorite? And please say G Gundam.
My favorite, it's between it's not G Gundam. It's between Iron Blooded Orphans and Wing, probably.
Orphan's good. Okay.
All right. So Lonnie, this is what Lonnie said. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more to my lineup. Lonnie says Spark Up with some Samurai Champloo, Wind Down with some Ikitosen, or High School of the Dead, and then eating some wings while Solo is playing. That's not a bad. I mean, that's not a bad list. I don't agree with the 2 in the middle, but Samurai Champloo and Solo Leveling.
Yeah, shout out. No, hey, everybody has their own unique list. You love to see it. Another question. You guys say something else?
I was going to add a little bit more because I basically got a slideshow in mind. Yeah, for mine. And I'll watch Way of the House Husband in the morning. Like when I'm having like a kind of a down morning, I'll always play that. And it's not just because I'll be doing other stuff, but it's just like I look up and I have like a good laugh that just kind of gets me going. I'm always down to watch Haikyuu. I think at any time you can watch Haikyuu when it's fun, especially at one point I'm like, what's the season where they fight that one Oshijiyama? That entire match is a season, and I always fall for it. I'm like, bro, they've been at this match for like 4 episodes. Like the season's about to run out every time, and then I'll finish it off. with watching. I think because this is the only best one is the '90s Berserk. I think that's just to relive the history.
Okay. All right, respect. Ken had another. He has 4 questions, by the way. Shout out Ken.
Yeah.
What anime exceeded your expectations?
Devil May Cry. Off the rip, the new Devil May Cry that came out.
Yes.
I'm not as much of an elitist as Riddell, but I walked into it ready to hate. Riddell, don't make that face when you yourself.
No. I am an elitist. When you said it at first, I was like, oh yeah, I'm an elitist when it comes to
yeah, because you made that face. All right. No. So I walked into it kind of holding it to the standards of the I think it's like the 2003 anime, which had that very like dark macabre type environment. It really felt Devil May Cry, and I kind of already ruled Netflix out. I think they've done a fantastic job with this reboot. There's certain stuff that's off. It'll never be perfect, but yeah, it's amazing. I think it's one of the better anime of this season.
I would say, are we talking just this season or
no? In general.
Honestly, I would say Dandadan. Like, I remember telling the guys in the chat, like, I wasn't feeling the whole first episode, like, at all. I didn't like the art, anything. And as I continued watching, I'm like, this show is solid. It's hilarious. It's funny. Yes, the whole gimmick about certain body parts can get a little, but I think they do it in such a goofy way that it doesn't detract from how good that story is. So Dandadan would be my answer.
I'm gonna be quick with it. I'm gonna say Frieren. My thing is, when I saw the premise of Frieren at first, I was like, this sounds like a really good premise. Now, I didn't expect it to be one of the best anime I've ever seen. That wasn't on my bingo card. To the point where Frieren somehow in anime history surpassed FMA on my anime list. Could not see that coming. Not at all. Because usually when an anime surpasses FMA Brotherhood, everybody downvotes that anime, so it doesn't pass it. Frieren stayed number 1. So yeah, I did not expect it to be as good as it was, and it's one of the best season 1s I've ever seen. So Frieren's
low key, and I keep in mind I started this a long time ago. Probably Attack on Titan. I know that sounds crazy, but I watched it when it first came out.
That's a good answer, actually.
My brother was watching. He said, "You gotta watch the Super AFT." I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it, bro. I don't know. I was in like high school. I was like, I'm gonna watch it when I watch it. I put that joint on. I was stunned. I was shook. I watched it by like sophomore or junior year of high school. I didn't even fully understand storytelling, obviously, to the way I do now, but it was so exciting. I was like, this is probably the best thing I've ever seen. So definitely Attack on Titan.
Random.
I mean, if I'm really thinking about it, I'll say it. For me is Haikyuu. At that point, when I started watching Haikyuu was right after I finished football. So I was like, I was done with everything sports related at that point. And I've gone to a few volleyball games. Like, other than the Goon Potential, when I watched the women one, I was never impressed with volleyball, like watching it live. But then something about Haikyuu, man, like it's amazing. Like, and to show you that, I guess that just shows you how much I like Blue Lock to say that it could be better than it when it's done. But Haikyuu is amazing. That's why it's probably one of those, like, I don't watch a lot of sports anime. I'm not Santo, but if I had to choose one to watch for the rest of my life, for real right now, it'd be Haikyuu.
I think we all had W answers, and then Lonnie from his car said all time, then Monster or Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga is a good one.
Vinland Saga is really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I think there's one more question, and then we can move on to hot takes. And I actually just left the page.
I will say, thinking on it, one that I would also say exceeded all expectations that I had, Oblivion Battery. Up to this day,
it's fantastic.
I say Oblivion Battery is the funniest anime I have ever seen. And I did not expect it because it was literally supposed to be just a sports anime. But this thing is just peak comedy from episode 1 all the way to the end.
Is it weird that Thomas exceeded my expectations?
This fool would just start freaking trolling, bro.
Not even trolling.
Trolling. You've been on the same 5 episodes since the podcast began. I don't want to hear it. All right, I don't want to hear it, bro.
No, that's not true. That's not true. When I met y'all, I was on like episode like 170. I'm on 220 now. And it is. What do y'all mean by exceed expectations? Like y'all thought like
you thought it was better than you thought. This ain't that hard.
But wait, random. You pressing somebody about where they at in the anime?
Right, exactly. And also, you watching something good, so that's a little different, right?
All right. Anyway, let's move on.
Why was it not good when you said it's better than you thought?
Random's like, how did this backfire?
Like, hold on. How you gonna say it's not good, but it's better than you thought?
Who said what?
Yeah, that's why we just gotta move on. Random. Ty's just trying to hate.
Nah, hold on. No, I need to hear this from Ty.
What he is saying that it exceeded his expectation. How bad it is.
He thought it was a 3, and now it's a 5
or a 2.
All I'm saying
is, let's ask him. Which way did the needle go? Up or down?
This man, bro.
I mean, I was expecting One Piece because that's what I was told. I was expecting Full Metal. I was expecting AOT. This is what I was. I put it on my life. I was told AOT. I was told One Piece. I was told Full Metal. I was told Naruto. I was told these things, and so I'll let y'all try to guess where y'all think.
I was expecting One Piece.
That's what they told me. That's what they told me. They said, "Yo,
Full Metal." Like, come on, bro.
I was told that.
I don't know why we're saying come on. Gintama is also one of the highest rated anime of all time. So it's like I don't know why y'all try to disrespect Gintama like this.
Like I love Reincarnated Slime.
No, I think all these anime are better than Gintama.
Hold up, Ty. I love Reincarnated Slime. I don't even know if you've ever seen it. I'm never gonna be like, this is one of the best isekai out there. I'm never gonna walk up to you. It's like One Piece. How fucking crazy that statement is.
That's what I was told.
I mean, I don't think it's.
I was so berserk. These are things I was told. Man, I don't know.
Hey, anyway, last question from Ken. What is your most disappointing anime?
Uzumaki.
Do both apply or? Oh my. Okay,
the comedic timing on that question.
Okay. In all seriousness, my first answer is AOT. My second answer is Gintama. Like, and I'm not even trolling. Like, I'm being dead serious.
I can actually believe that part.
I was being,
that part.
I was expecting.
Gintama was great. Ty's a hater.
Yeah, I can admit that.
I'm with Miles. I had really high expectations for Uzumaki.
That's the worst anime I've ever seen in my life.
Bruh, like what he could have done if they did it right, what it could have done for horror manga. Like Miles could have changed the game for them if they did it right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, Lonnie, I won't say Tokyo Ghoul. I'll stick to. I agree. Uzumaki is flat out such a disappointment. It really was.
I'm gonna say Kingdom because I read the Kingdom manga first. Kingdom is very unconventional, but it's very good. It dives into a lot of battle and war strategy. So when I heard that there was an anime for it, I checked it out.
It's the art style, right? It's the art style.
That CGI looks weird.
It's horrendous.
CGI
horrendous, bro.
Weird, bro.
And since we're here, we had a conversation in the Discord about the beginning after the end, and a question was given to me: which animation? And I said animation. The response was yes. I dare y'all to go watch season 1 of Kingdom. It is awful. It is atrocious. It is dog water anime. Go.
It's amazing. It has
watch
like
that.
6 seasons. The show has like 6 seasons.
And eventually
It's
it gets
amazing.
good.
They got away.
I don't know how
Yeah.
it kept on getting multiple seasons.
Like season 1, when I saw that, because I was like, I love Chinese history. I love basically East Asian history. And to talk about war, I was like, oh, let me peep, because the manga is, and I'm like, what is this? And at that point, it already had like 3 seasons. I was like, I gotta watch 3 seasons of this? Hell nah.
The only thing in season 1 that was animated well was when the brother died. After that, it's straight rash can juice the whole way through.
Yeah,
It's bad.
One of the weirdest animation choices I've ever seen, but they eventually figured it out. Okay, with that said, let's go into hot takes. We actually have quite a few. Pulling up the Discord, nothing's crazy in it. I made sure to check. This is our Discord, so you guys can go join it up. We have a link tree. Go join the Discord. We have a lot of great conversations, and I'm gonna read off some of the hot takes here for April's edition for Anime Hot Takes. Start off with Santo says, to beginning after the end, fans are annoying AF.
And that's at this point, it's no longer a hot take. It's just the norm.
$2 super chat. Angie Carr, what American cartoon would you turn into an anime? We can answer that real quick.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Kids Next Door. I'm about to say Kids Next Door. That'd be peak.
Rocket Power.
Oh, that'd be peak as a sports anime. That'd be fire.
That'd be.
I mean, considering superhero series, Teen Titans. I mean, it's basically an anime. But if I were to Teen Titans an anime, you might get some like Invincible stuff going on.
Ben 10, I like that. I'm stealing Ben 10.
Hey, Ben 10.
I'm stealing Ben 10. I like that one.
I said Phineas and Ferb just for like the anime hijinks alone would be hilarious. Like it'd be so. But you know what? I'll say it. Which one? Kim Possible. You know how that'd be like Spy Family. It'd be like Spy Family, except with no children.
I feel like they'll take a lot of liberties with certain characters in Kim Possible in terms of their design.
The fights between her and Shigo.
I was going to talk about the design. The design would get wicked. I don't think it's going to be Spy Family type design.
I think that's because how lovable you have to think about it. You have to make Ron Stoppable so lovable. You have to basically turn him into like a facsimile of Anya. That's the thing. His name is Ron Stoppable. My nigga ain't never accomplishing nothing. The fact that he pulls Kim at the end of the show is magnificent work.
Hey, you just got to be the funny guy. Be funny, lovable. That's what Ron was.
Ron Stoppable. What the fuck?
All right, let's go back into hot takes. Jaden, and for the hot takes, you know what we're gonna do? We could just put, whether we agree, disagree, maybe thumbs up, thumbs down, based off what the hot take says. Jaden said Hunter x Hunter is overrated. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, we all disagree. I think
Hunter I'd be locked. We did that at the same time.
It don't make no sense, man.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Overall, yeah, I don't.
Why does Hunter get this much hate when you compare it to his?
It's not even. It's like something to be overrated. Like it has to be like supremely glazed, and it's not.
I don't see anybody who has Hunter x Hunter talks like that.
Well, a lot of people think it's like one of the best anime of all time. Like, there's a lot of people who think that. They think the Chimera arc is one of the greatest arcs of all time. They think the Gon transformation one of the great. Like, it gets greatest type conversation.
I agree with Gon. The Gon transformation is really good. It's
$2 super chat, Jaden. Yeah, I said it. I don't know what that.
He's sucking his teeth.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
I was like, what the hell is that?
I wish Miles didn't say anything because I wanted to see Riddell try to decipher that in real time.
I had no idea what that meant. I'm like, what? What about looking at? I didn't know where I was gonna go with that. But we all disagree, but shout out. Kobe said Hunter x Hunter crawled so SAO and Solo can run.
The question mark is perfect. The question mark just makes that whole hot take hit. Because what are you talking about?
SAO.
Wait. Let me read it again. Hunter crawled so that SAO and Solo can run. What the fuck?
Thumbs up,
I
thumbs down.
don't understand the comparison.
I don't get it.
Double thumbs down for
It's
that.
it's the Chimera. Like they said, oh, they stole it from the Chimera. Like
I always thought they had ants.
Beru. Like
I'm gonna say thumbs down, but I do think there's a lot of like inspiration from Hunter that Solo for sure has in terms of that whole premise of like the Hunter, the exams, the ant stuff. I don't know who did the ant stuff first, but Hunter x Hunter is the most notable series that I've seen did like the ant trope. So I definitely think there's inspiration.
Naruto got exams, so did.
I mean, but
no, I'm just talking about the ant stuff, not the exam stuff.
But the question is,
wasn't that in like the 80s?
Why is Hunter crawling and Solo leveling running?
Right.
Oh,
and when did SAO start running? Everybody hates on SAO, so
I
think he just meant that they were inspired by Hunter x Hunter. That's what I think.
He said, "My nigga, show me what the fuck they running at."
Random, me and you locked in. Niggas haven't been running since the first season, my guy. That was 2013. What are we talking about?
Yeah, when you make the crawl analogy, like that doesn't really work here.
It all
that doesn't
apart.
work in this situation.
You should have said Solo walked at least. I still would disagree.
All right, let's go to the next hot take. Prodigy in our Discord said,
the cartel.
Shout out. One Piece is gonna run summer 2025 with the anime, manga, live action, and a new spin-off coming. Also, Solo Leveling was only on top because One Piece was on break during a mid-anime season. So first hot take, thumbs up, thumbs down.
I'm doing a thumbs down because that's a hot take.
Fair.
Not a hot take, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's not a hot take. This is
I have to see what anime is coming out in summer if there's anything can really compete.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
Short of it being like,
I agree, but it's not a hot take though.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll go side.
I low key like.
man,
All right, if the only reason why I would go thumbs down is if that Lord of Mysteries anime comes out in the summer. I don't think One Piece is running with Lord of Mysteries in the same season. And maybe Gachiakuda, maybe that one too. But I don't know if they're both. I think Gachiakuda is summer, and I think it will get a lot of fanfare, like a lot.
Samson, do me a favor. Play the Stephen A. We Don't Care.
Oh, I don't have that one.
Right.
I have that one today. Bro, I took it off. I took it off for this one.
You're right, but damn it, why? Damn. Isn't Omniscient Reader in this? Okay, if some notable anime that I know are in the summer, One Piece is not running away with the summer. One Piece will still cook, but I don't think it's running away. As for the second one, 100% agree, for sure. Solo Leveling, definitely.
Oh, so, like we said it. If Solo Leveling came out this season,
cool,
it would not be getting talked about the way it was.
Yeah,
it really wouldn't.
For sure.
Some people saw great animation, started capping. Like, chill out. What's the story again?
All right, let's go to the next hot take. Leon said, no anime has touched the levels of excitement Dragon Ball Super had in the last couple episodes of the Tournament of Power.
No anime had reached the levels of
No, I agree.
If we're talking personal excitement, that's debatable. Motherfuckers in Mexico were holding projectors in the town squares.
Are we talking about like the hype of? Okay, I would agree with that.
Bars were playing it.
Yeah,
it was literally a global phenomenon. It was like a sporting event.
They had drive-ins, right?
I saw the internet break for Gojo.
Huh?
If we're just talking anime only, right? Let's just remove ourselves from manga.
The internet broke or Crunchyroll broke?
Both. It was trending.
I don't know.
Did you see Shibuya in real life?
It was. Shibuya did not reach super.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
That
Goku versus Jiren fight was treated like a Super Bowl, but on a global stage. Everybody wanted to see what would happen.
I agree, but my question to everybody here, especially the One Piece fans, especially the One Piece that are caught up, of course, you don't think Gear 5 reached the same level of excitement?
No.
I don't know, man. I feel like Gear 5.
I think Gear 5 was met with a lot of disappointment, though.
I think it was all over.
I know a lot of y'all. Did y'all see like the comparison of like people's Crunchyrolls that crash in comparison to like AOT, Super Ultra Instinct Goku, and then Gear 5? Gear 5 wasn't close to those two. It wasn't. It wasn't. Like people's Crunchyroll was functioning relatively fine. Like the Dragon Ball was shut down for hours, like hours. One Piece was like
people were on the hub watching Goku versus.
No. I was there. I was on. I had to watch it. It really wasn't close because it was the first time that Goku had a transformation that people that got promo. Like we don't know what this is gonna be. Like for Frieza side, they showed us that he's gonna go blue. Battle God's gonna go God. For this one, it's like what will he do? Like no one. It was the first time that ever happened before, and that's why I think got the hype that it did.
Bro, when he does the flip and goes full mastered, I was out. People were screaming. Like I could watch it in my crib.
When he teleported through Jiren and had the arm out, and the nigga, like that was the first time we saw Jiren like really get bodied by some damage. I was like, yo, what the fuck is Goku doing on my screen? He's really
like that.
The first transformation did it for me. When he first went Ultra Instinct, like the Omen, the black hair.
Yeah.
That was crazy to me.
I mean, I hear you. I'm with you with a lot of the things you guys are saying in terms of like the anime hype, because I wasn't reading the super manga. I don't even know what came out first, the anime scene or the manga scene.
It was anime.
So I think that's another reason why it's so different, because the anime did it first compared to a lot of scenes that the anime does for like One Piece or Attack on Titan. The manga obviously did it first, so the hype was when the manga did it first, but it wasn't to the casual audience. $2 super chat. Angie said, not a hot take, Akira Toriyama solos the mangaka verse. I don't agree.
He's up there, but I got some that are better.
Oda is up there.
I put Miura up there too.
Miura, Isayama. But
those are great fights though.
So my big thing is, I feel like a big change, which probably is why this actually makes a lot of sense when we think about it, is because the anime did a scene that nobody's seen before.
Yeah.
And it's such a pivotal moment. And I don't really pay attention to like what things crash or anything, but what you guys are saying makes a lot of sense to me, because when the ending of Attack on Titan happened, everybody was talking about the manga ending. Not a lot of people were already kind of knew it. They weren't really talking about the anime ending as much compared to the manga ending.
No.
So I'll concede. But if we're expanding this to manga, I do think it becomes a more interesting conversation at the very least.
Miles, remember when the Kefla Kamehameha and people were losing their, because the Omen, he transforms again. Oh my God, the 3 angles, they need to do Kefla like that. They say here's 3 different angles.
Random. You can go on YouTube and type Goku Ultra Instinct reaction mashup and watch 150 niggas on one screen.
Oh shit!
Yes, and everybody jaw on the floor just screaming like that was like, I'm glad I got to experience that, bro. That's like a once in a lifetime game.
I still got Shibuya. Mexico subways had memorabilia of Nanami dying. They had a national park in Taiwan getting named after Nanami after he died.
That's different than like when the episode comes out, the reaction. So you're talking about more so people just like I'm seeing like murals and things of like characters and things after the fact. We're talking about when the episode dropped. Did it have this impact? And Nanami dying, no, it didn't. No episode did.
Because you're telling me LA was already dropping murals right after that of Goku Ultra Instinct. Like that look. you know, where it goes right up to his chest and he's looking down at the camera. That's elite work. They were putting that everywhere.
If you're talking about fanfare, it still doesn't. It probably doesn't. It's Dragon Ball, but especially when the episode came out, does it compare to the hype that this episode had? Nah.
Yeah.
They made it a movie, bro. A 2-part special.
All right, let's keep going. Leon, another hot take. When it comes to determining what's a better anime, enjoying is greater than story.
I did the same thing.
Well, no, I wouldn't say they're the same.
In most cases, it is for me. Like,
fair.
Yeah, that's tough because if the story's great, I'm locked in.
It depends what I'm in for, because if I really don't have time to pay attention, I would be quiet.
Hey, $5 super chat. Leon said gonna watch later, but just say, shout out Harden. Good time.
My boy Uno killing, man.
It's Warriors Clippers, right?
No, Clippers Nuggets.
All this faith in Harden, man. When somebody shows you
did the
who
play-in
he
already
is,
happen?
believe them.
The play-in already happened?
No, the play is happening right now. It's happening right now.
Oh, like, no, don't do that to me. I gotta watch that Steph game.
It's happening. So I'm thinking after this, I'm gonna try to throw on playback to watch the Warriors versus Grizzlies game.
That's
what
do
I'm
it.
gonna try to do.
Let's do it.
But okay.
I'll come on playback.
But what I was saying, it just really depends on if I don't have time to like really pay attention.
$2 super chat, Santo Shush. Third best shooting guard all time. Uno. Shout out Uno.
Third, he low-key cooking.
He cooked.
He's cooking.
I got Dwayne Wade.
I got Uno better.
I think James Harden is better at basketball, but I think Dwayne Wade has a better career.
Better legacy.
I agree.
At least I think Kobe's is better at basketball than Jordan, but
does the lack of defense from Harden sway you at all?
Nope.
It don't sway me with Steph.
Not when you're elevating offense to that high of a level, I do not care.
Okay.
Offense is more important, right? Like a great defensive player that's all defense will never be better than a player that's all offense. Like a Dennis Rodman will never be better than Steph Curry.
It's the same way I like Big Yo.
$2 super chat. I will not be gaslighted. From what?
What is he talking about?
He's a Wade fan.
When did he?
So hold on. What about his playoff? What about his playoff losses then?
Cool. Uno.
Did Dwayne Wade run to the Warriors? Oh, okay.
All right.
4 times, bro. No,
let's stay on topic.
Uno never shit the bed in the playoffs though, random. So I don't.
We gotta finish these hot takes.
They lost against Golden State. That was not his fault, Santo.
When they made a run, he was on the bench though, on the Rockets.
Them niggas missed 27 straight 3-point shots. That's not his fault, bro.
They were that high in spite of James Harden.
Trevor Ariza missed 11 shots in a row.
Let's resume the NBA conversation after this segment.
11 shots. My boy had the stats ready.
All right, let's finish the hot take. Let's finish the hot take. So it's a little bit more and then you guys can talk about whatever after. But all right, let's finish up these hot takes. Santo, you were saying something. And then...
it just depends on what I'm really into. If I'm gonna watch an anime and not really have to pay attention to it, sure, give me something that I enjoy watching that I really don't have to.
Santo, $2 super chat. Uno took the KD Warriors 7. LeBron couldn't do that.
Hey man,
that okay. Now we get nasty.
Hey man, Uno.
Delusional Harden fan, but yeah. So like I was saying, if I really don't have to pay attention, sure. Give me something that I enjoy more than story. If I just want to watch something like Solo Leveling, like perfect example, I'll watch it. I'll enjoy it. Sure. Am I there for the story? Nah. It's pretty. It's fight. It's okay. I'm in and I'm out.
I feel like if there's a series that's not that good and I'm enjoying it because of the elements I think are well written.
Fair. I mean,
have you ever enjoyed an anime that's not well written?
Yeah.
No.
I think it's all around just like poorly written all around. Like that's kind of hard to find.
Not poorly, but just not well.
Yeah, and I have, and I'm saying the elements I liked about it was I thought were good though.
Okay.
You feel me?
The biggest thing for this one is they said what's a better anime, and I feel like the criteria of the writing of the story
writing
is more important when it determining what is a better anime. So yeah, that's where I kind of thought line. All right, continue. Jaden. And Freerun is gassed. I like it, but oh boy, do people gas that ish. Choreography over flashy animation and fights, and Vegeta over Gogeta. Vegeta over Gogeta.
I kind of agree with the first one. I'm not the biggest Freerun guy. I like it, but I don't know. Also, Vegeta and Gogeta are the same person, bro. That always confused. They're literally the same person.
There's a palette swap, and one uses his feet more.
Gogeta be nasty with him. No, Vegeta be nasty with him feet.
I got Vegeta.
I like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta a lot, but
no, you don't.
Gogeta lose every fight he in, and he be dead serious.
Riddell, I say Riddell. It's just me and you.
You don't.
No one else is here. It's just me and you. I want you to rewatch that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and tell me what you think.
No. So I don't have an in-depth reason other than I like the design and the abilities. That's it.
No, I know, but I'm saying if you rewatch it, you're gonna hate it and you're gonna join me.
How quick did he just say no? You don't.
I shouldn't have said that. That's on me.
Overall, I do think Vegeta is better though. I think he has shown more personality.
More.
And
I think because Gogeta wasn't canon though. Gogeta wasn't canon for a long time. So why people invested in Gogeta like that?
I mean, in the Broly movie, he was acting like Vegeta in the Broly movie.
No, in the Broly movie, that's the best Gogeta we've seen. But you're right.
Then you got the Janemba.
That is,
but that's not canon.
Janemba movie. All he did was horrifying.
Yeah, we're just talking about them in general. Like
Soul Punisher attack fire.
I got Vegeta. He got turned into some chocolate, was still throwing hands. That moves me.
Yeah, that was tough.
That Soul Punisher attack by Gogeta, that shit's fire. I don't care what nobody says.
But okay,
that wipe at the end. Woo.
I will say Gogeta's little star thing, the spark, that little ability.
Oh, that's
Stardust Breaker, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fire. I'm gonna be honest.
Throwing glitter in the air moves you. Okay.
Yeah. If that glitter
cooked, that glitter. What are we talking about?
That glitter cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Bedazzle attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was fucking niggas up.
What's the sachet on them?
Yeah. What you say?
I said throw some sachet on them.
Yeah. All right. So shout out hot take. I feel like I don't hear people gas Freerun a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I hear people say it's like the greatest anime of all time or anything.
I think the most of the Freerun like glaze that I'm around is obviously from us who me, you, Lonnie, and Santo. Are you only anime only, right?
Yeah, I'm anime only.
And how do you feel about it again?
It's cool. It's good. I don't think I don't trust what people did with my anime list. Like I don't. It's
cook Santo.
I mean, I don't agree. If that is your I guess where you get it from, I think it's really good. I think if it's done right, especially because I'm all the way caught up on the manga, which by the way, bruh, it's still on break. Like it's still on break, but it's what they did in the first one was like this is one of the best season ones, and if they animate the manga right, I think when it's done, it's going to be up there. That's how I feel about it. Like if people are saying that right now are wild to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it should be number one either. Anytime I bring up the My Anime List stuff, I just think it's an impressive feat. Sure. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I bring it up. But when I gas Freerun, I just talk about it being great and being one of the best season ones I've ever seen. I stand by that. So other than that, I don't think it's the greatest anime of all time or anything.
I mean, the episode count should tell you how confident the studio felt about it.
Facts. And they're gonna keep on doing their thing. Freerun will continuously be one of the best anime that comes out each year. So, unless you don't think it's like a good anime or a great anime, I mean, maybe that's what you're referring to. But can't help you there, my boy. All right, let's keep it going. A couple more hot takes. Shrinking Law Frontier was the best anime this past season over Solo, and it's not close.
I think Apothecary Diaries was
not close as rough, but I think it was better than Solo.
I think Apothecary Diaries is better than Solo.
I agree.
I got ReZero being anime of that season.
I didn't count it because it was a tail end, but I also don't think that's not fair.
I enjoyed ReZero.
No, ReZero was fucking gas
over everything Solo did.
ReZero was gas. When they actually put she had like a 500, she had like a 52 hit combo on it, and they actually like animated each punch on the bad dude in ReZero. So she actually just hit that dude 52 more times. Like, goddamn. They cooked on that.
Shout out, man. Lonnie hating on the beginning after the end, so that's tough. Cryo said we need more fights in anime where MFers are fighting with every ounce of power they got, and the only way to winning is just by sheer willpower. Example, Tengen versus Upper Moon 6. I want fights where MFers is on straight adrenaline and fighting like it's their last. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.
Absolutely.
I agree. Some fights I have in mind, Naruto and Sasuke at the end of the series is amazing. What's Kiritsugu versus Kirei is amazing. Just when people listen, we don't got no more power left. We going off straight grit and grind. We just boxing. We just swinging. And whoever falls, falls. I love stuff like that. I'll even throw in like Goku and Vegeta fighting against Kid Buu. Like they're really at their last. They're almost drained. They're just giving it their all. No power, friendship, nobody coming to get saved. We just working. It don't get no better than that.
I'm with you.
Hajime no Ippo has a few Takamura fights where he's just like, I've taken everything you got, motherfucker. It's the 7th round. We still got 5 more, and like we both tied. Put your motherfucking hands up,
bro. At one point, Takamura couldn't see, and he was just swinging at it.
Like, bruh, they really make him be like he's like the superhero of that. If you think about it, especially once Ippo died. I said Ippo died. Ippo retired. They really, because you see outside the ring, he is always telling Ippo, man, come on back. I know you miss it. Oh my god.
Magna versus Dante is a good shout. That's a good one.
We'll see if that Black Clover anime comes back first. And then last hot take, Country Bumpkin smoking that Kenshin pack. Shout out random.
Oh, it's about the anime I said to watch out for. It's the name of the show is Old Country Bumpkin Becomes a Sword Master. If you're talking about his technique, I can see that because it's very well. They do a very good job of mixing CGI with hand-drawn animation to show you the different like exact steps the guy's taking. Kenshin has cut buildings, but the other dude deals with like straight up magic. So far, I'm all the way caught up on the manga. I don't think so, but it's a lot closer than people think. But if y'all want to watch, I believe it's on High Dive. There's 3 episodes out, or there will be 3 episodes out here pretty soon. It's good right now. The anime is good, but to put them up with Kenshin is kind of crazy.
Shout out, man. Shout out. Those are some of our hot takes. Shout out Random's suggestion with the bumpkin dude. I do see some random isekai like that here and there. And
it's not isekai. It's not isekai. It's just a fantasy story.
Oh, okay. Shout out. I tried to look up the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and the voting is closed. So we actually are not doing the Crunchyroll Anime Awards today. What are some of the typical categories? I'm gonna see if I can find that. We can kind of go over that so we can keep the clickbaity title, but
we can't. Isn't there just like a ballot thing on Google we can just look at?
No, I'm trying to see first.
Because Anime of the Year is the one that I know for sure. Was it Apothecary, Frieren, and Solo?
It was also Kaiju,
Dandadan too,
and Dandadan. Yeah.
What would be your pick?
Dandadan.
Yeah, probably Dandadan.
Frieren, bro.
I'd go Frieren.
For sure.
I go Frieren.
All right, I
That's
have the list.
a lot closer than I thought when I
So
was.
we're not going to make our official votes, but I'm going to read off the nominations, and then we'll kind of go over it for our pretend ballot at the very least. So we'll start off with the anime of the year. So this is our Crunchyroll Anime Awards selections. We'll start off with the anime of the year. We already named them, so I'm going to rename them. Don, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling Season 1 technically, and The Apothecary Diary Season 1.
Delicious in the dungeon was that good?
Apparently.
I'm watching it right now. It's okay.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Damn.
Apparently, it gets like really good when that girl that's like a griffin chicken
Just
thing
murders somebody, right?
murks everybody.
Yeah, I saw that scene.
I was like, God damn. That's why I put on my list. I just haven't gotten to it yet. That's it. Huh.
I think
I got Don too though.
Frieren was so good, man.
Yeah, I think it's comfortably Frieren, to be honest. But shout out Don. Don was a spectacle.
And you be on timing, bro.
Yo, we gotta be Angie in real life. We have to. Like, Angie, let's make it happen, bro. Like,
hey, man. All right, let's get our votes in. So I got Frieren. Randall, what you got?
Frieren.
Miles?
Frieren.
Santo?
Got Don.
Don.
Okay, Frieren wins for that one. Film of the year: The Colors Within, Spy Family Code White, MHA You're Next, Mononoke the Movie, The Phantom in the Rain, Look Back, and Haikyuu the Dumpster Battle.
Go ahead. My bad.
I got MHA You're Next just because that's the only one that I've seen. I thought it was amazing.
I got Spy Family Code White. It was peak Spy Family. I wanted to watch the MHA one, but I was like, no, and I didn't even know the Dumpster Battle was out. So I gotta watch the Dumpster Battle.
The Colors Within. It is beautiful. Like just like tying in like ropes about friendship and just the colors in that movie, tying in with music, OST. My God, you guys should watch it. You guys would definitely enjoy it.
All right, shout out The Colors Within. Ty, what you got?
Look Back.
Look Back. What's that about?
It's about this girl making a manga. It's one of Fujimoto's one shots.
I think I might have seen a clip of that.
I may have read the one shot, to be honest.
I read the one shot a lot. I like Fujimoto's one shots. He might be the one shot goat, low key.
He do be cooking. I ain't gonna hold you. Lonnie says Spy Family, so I'm gonna abstain because I haven't seen any of these movies. So Spy Family would be our de facto winner. Best original anime: Buchigiri, Girls Band Cry, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, Metallic Rogue, Ninja Kamui, Train to the End of the World.
Wait.
Bro, they were trolling because Buchigiri's trash and Ninja Kamui.
This is 2024, right? Or 2020?
No, this is the Crunchyroll Anime
Wait a
Awards.
minute.
Okay, wait, say it one more time.
The Crunchyroll Anime Awards usually just the last year since it summer to summer basically.
Kamui came out. I thought for some reason I feel like it came 2 years ago. Why? I don't know. Maybe my time.
How bad it was, Ty.
That's how it was, Ty.
That's how bad it was.
Didn't y'all come out like 3 years ago or 2 years?
But Miles, them like first 3 episode Miles, them shit was heat. I was pulling up every week like y'all gotta watch this shit. Like this is amazing. So,
I ain't gonna lie. I watched episode 1. I was like, the fight was good, but I was like, what's going on though? But I'll maybe watch another. But I watched another. Okay, all right, bro.
It was boxing, Ty.
If they was, but then I kept wondering like, what is this? I don't know the story's about. And after episode 2, I'm chopping.
I think the whole first episode works because it's like he just lost his family. Like that's it. Now it's like everything that happens right after that. I was like, God dang, they just gonna start off right here. Like he had a great life. Like immediately let you know with that flashback. Like when you like, oh, when you see a character have that in the anime, like, oh, he about to die. And I was like, wait a minute, who's in danger? Turns out the whole family. God damn.
Yeah. Shout out you, Jeremy, for liking Buchigiri. With that said, does anybody have an answer? I don't have an answer. I'm staying.
I only watched 2 episodes of Girl Band Cry. I liked it, but anything else, I don't care for it. So by default, Girl Band Cry.
I want Ninja Kamui for a little bit again, man.
I only seen Ninja Kamui. Gotta pick Ninja Kamui.
Jack John said Jellyfish the best one.
Damn.
Maybe talking. Random, what you pick?
I mean, I have to. I'm sorry, Santo, but Ninja Kamui, man.
Our Ninja Kamui by default.
Like, I was prepared to have like choreography conversations about what the fuck they was doing. I'm like, yo, you saw that shit? Santo, you saw it?
Yeah.
That was elite choreography.
All right, Lonnie said next.
I'm
all right,
with you, Lonnie.
Best continuing series: Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Oshinoko, and Spy Family.
You can stop, bro. You can stop. It's either One Piece or My Hero.
Or
Yo, Santo's heart just dropped.
One Piece or those are my 2 favorites. What's up?
Sure.
Or say the other name.
Ty, you will not gaslight me.
I was like, what? Wait, hold on. What am I gaslighting?
Why is okay? So I'll ask, why isn't Bleach on your list?
I don't think it's as good as the other 2. What the fuck? It's very simple. It's a simple answer. It's not as good as the other 2. I'm really like, it's not crazy. Like the fuck? It's not as good as the other 2. Like it's simple.
Oh my god.
One Piece.
Yes.
I'm
No.
abstaining. I can't.
Y'all don't like anything in that Bleach that's better than Toga and Uraraka, better than Endeavor Family, better than Baku. You don't like anything. No, Sato. Sato. Do you like anything in there in Bleach better than the Todoroki Family stuff?
If I like it,
yeah.
Huh?
You did.
You want me to lie to you?
Lonnie, they talking about Bleach and One Piece, not My Hero.
I'm talking about both. I said it's between those 2.
Yeah, Ty's talking about My Hero right now.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Hold on. I'm not. All trolling aside, y'all think My Hero over Bleach is like crazy or something?
I didn't watch Bleach.
I'm asking.
I didn't watch this recent season of My Hero, so I read it.
I think it's crazy not to even include it.
So you think it's like on those 2 level?
I will say this.
I'm just asking.
It's the best.
Who do I think is the best? Best continuing series? Sure. I'll go One Piece. I'll go One Piece.
No. Santo, I want you. You got slippers on right now? You got socks on?
Huh?
Take your socks off, put all 10 of your toes on the ground, and I want you to say Bleach, nigga. Because I was arguing with you.
Super chat. Jason said Cinderella.
Oh my god, we gotta clip that
for the win.
Bro.
All right, Miles, continue.
Take your socks off, put all 10 of your toes on the ground, and say Bleach. Because I was arguing with you and Lonnie for weeks about Bleach being better than One Piece. For you to turn around and just concede it, stand on 10.
Right.
I'm not the only one, Miles.
They all backtracking.
No, Lonnie want to go One Piece.
Miles. When we said One Piece over Bleach, they act like they act like we crucified Christ. And now they're all backtracking. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see the bullshit? Y'all see the bullshit? That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. So the argument that we were having was who had the better year.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a different category? Because it's best continuing series, right? I'm asking. I'm legit asking.
Same criteria. What's your answer?
Same criteria. I would say Bleach.
There we go. That's all we want.
That's it.
I would
Thank
say
you,
Bleach. I don't see best continuing series and what we were having, the discussion we were having back there, the same.
The thing about it is, if you think it's the anime of the year, then you would have to also think it's the best because they're both still ongoing. And you thought it was the best thing out, so that means that you have to.
It's the same thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
because technically, best continuing series is referring to specific $2 super chat. Angie Carr, Santo, what would Sephiroth do? Fight back.
Nothing.
But by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch the episode of Open Dojo and watch Miles spill some ridiculous agenda about Sephiroth not being him.
Sephiroth would go into the live stream for half the game. That's what he would do.
Oh my
I ain't gonna
god!
lie. So Lonnie says that's the criteria. If you thought that Bleach was the best anime in 2024 over One Piece, and they're both continuing, how is it now Bleach One Piece the best continuing anime?
Well, Santo, let me answer. And Ty, I'm gonna answer both of you guys to kind of clear this up. So when they say best continuing series, they are only referring to the content of the recent year because they qualify it saying,
"Oh, the content of the recent year." Oh, I'm going Bleach. I'm going
because they qualify it saying Spy Family season 2, Oshinoko season 2,
Yeah.
My Hero season 7. Now for One Piece, they just put One Piece, but we know the content we're talking about.
Okay, so if it's that, I'm going Bleach.
Stand on it. That's all I want to hear.
Now Lonnie can't say One Piece because Lonnie was over here saying he was trying to give Bleach a Make-A-Wish award, saying that One Piece is better, but One Piece always wins, so say Bleach. I'm like, all right, Lonnie. All right, bro.
Yeah, we had a whole award show.
Lonnie.
All right, let's speed run a few more. Best new series. I mean, we kind of already did that, so let's skip past that one. Best opening sequence. I feel like unless someone thinks it's not the Don opening, then I don't know. To be honest, I feel like Don clears. But
I heard a Don song in the club. It's the Don one.
Yeah, that thing.
You tell me.
It's the Don.
So the Masher one wasn't fire?
It's the Don one.
No, the Masher one's good, but Don I think clears, bro. I just do. Like that song is so freaking catchy, bro. Hey, do I have it?
We act like niggas supposed to hit the fucking niggas. We act like niggas supposed to hit.
So is it just the music or also the
She fire, bro.
Is it just
the soundboard?
I thought it was me. I was like,
you funny.
It was on this one.
Is it? Well, hold on, but is it just the music, or is it both the music and the animation to it?
Both.
Oh no! Wait, no. It's just the anime. It's the sequence.
So I'm going.
I don't know
Kaiju.
what that means. Does that mean that just the music?
It might just be the animation because anime song is in a different category, and Don's there as well.
I'm going Kaiju.
Oh, if it's a sequence, One Piece.
Well, they say so for the
low key.
Kaiju got it. Like
One Piece.
That One Piece animation, that opening is crazy.
It's crazy.
That Kaiju number 8 animation opening, it is ridiculous.
I saw.
All right, couple more categories: best action, Bleach, Don, Demon Slayer, Yaba, Hashira Training Arc, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Windbreaker. Best action. Speed run. Give your answer.
I'll give it to Bleach.
Best.
I haven't seen Bleach. I'll give it to Solo. The training arc wasn't.
I haven't seen Solo. I heard about. So I'll say One Piece. The AK fights were crazy.
There's no One Piece in this category.
I thought you said One Piece.
Nah, not this one. Not for best action.
So what was it? What was the?
Bleach. No, you're fine. Bleach, Don, Demon Slayer, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Windbreaker.
So is it? Probably between Bleach or Don.
I'm going Bleach.
I'll go Bleach too. Shout out Windbreaker though. They were boxing.
Yeah, I did like Windbreaker first actually.
Okay. Best comedy: Delicious in Dungeon, Konosuba, Mashal, My Dear Friend, Nokuten, Ranma 1/2, Spy Family Season 2.
Ranma 1/2.
Oh, Ranma 1/2 is very good. Really good modern way to do an old art style. Santo. I really like it.
That's why Yaiba is doing it now, and it's fantastic.
Now he's stuck in construction and traffic.
They never gonna let him show it, bro.
Lonnie's about to stab that driver.
So we got best drama, Frieren, Dead Demons, DD Destruction, A Sign of Affection, Oshinoko Season 2, Pluto, and The Apothecary Diaries.
What's that? What's the category?
Best drama.
I might say Pluto.
I got Pluto. Yeah.
Yeah, I might say Pluto.
Pluto's cool.
Evan P. Pluto, so I say Frieren by default.
Pluto was good, but Frieren, yeah.
Dang, it feels like Pluto was like years ago.
I know, right?
Nah, for sure. Best Isekai, Slime, Suicide Squad, Strangler Frontier, ReZero, Mushoku Tensei, Konosuba.
I got the weird case, man.
I gotta say Mushoku Tensei. It's the only one that I kept up with this year.
I got reason. I like Mushoku Tensei, but ReZero got it for me this year.
Both of y'all niggas, man.
If it's the only one, it's the only one I watched last year, so I didn't finish it.
Ty, I'm gonna let you slide, right? Because that's the only one you see. But Miles, what the fuck, bro?
I seen it too. I can't give it disrespect.
I mean, was Miles lying though? I mean, it's a little.
No, we never go.
Lonnie, it's the one where they're in the city.
Weird case.
When they first got to the city.
ReZero Season 3 is what I said. All right. Do you guys want to keep on doing these categories, or should we move on to the next segment? What y'all want to do?
Are there any interesting categories left?
I mean, there's all the other genres, and then best main characters, stuff like that.
Move on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we do our own award show, so shout out. We talked about some of them, and I think the biggest conversation for this Crunchyroll at the end of the day was Solo Leveling going to beat out Frieren for Anime of the Year? I think that was like the big conversation from this Crunchyroll Awards.
It shouldn't.
Yeah.
Now, if it was this season, I'm not saying it's warranted, but I think the conversation would have been different.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's warranted.
No, I hear you. I do think that it probably got more. Yeah, I mean, it had an entire season to like dominate. So that's like everybody talked about it. So
do you guys think for this upcoming year, will Solo be in that conversation?
I think yes, it will be.
In the conversation,
I don't agree, but it will be.
Like, will it be a nominee? Do you guys?
Yes, it
really?
will.
Okay.
Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon was a nominee. Like, it will be a nominee.
No, I'm talking like this upcoming year with all the heavy hitters coming out.
So, you can't dominate a space of time like that in conversation and it not be on the list.
Well, so there was like.
Wouldn't Solo Leveling Season 2? It would be on the continuing anime side of things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll definitely be up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be One Piece, but it's going to be up there.
So I'm glad you said that. Let me just count this. Also, wait, did I say something?
Matter of fact, I'll make a bet, man. Because this is how confident I am. Solo Leveling in One Piece, we're going to actually have the opportunity for them to go head to head in this upcoming anime season. If Solo beats One Piece, I'll go ball. Stamp it.
Damn.
Yo, put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord.
Full ball. Damn. I'll cut all of this off too.
Oh no.
Put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord.
I'll put it in there right now.
Okay.
Yo, they better not fumble, bro.
No way. Okay. Let me just.
How many episodes?
Yeah.
24.
Okay, I still gotta watch it.
All right, so anime. So each category. So Anime of the Year had 6 nominations, and Continuing Anime of the Year, which will be the big one for this conversation, has 6 nominations as well. So, in terms of Anime of the Year, let's name a few. I think TBATE X. One Piece is not usually on Anime of the Year because it's
it'll be continuing.
Yeah. So if we're just doing, if we just want to do continuing, obviously it's going to be there, like for sure. But if we're doing Anime of the Year, like the first question, will it be there? So let's name some. TBATE X is obviously going to be there.
Yep.
Yes.
I think. Let me think. I think Devil May Cry will be there.
Yep, I agree.
Am I crazy to say Moonrise?
Well, let's do well. Because here's the thing, right? There's more seasons, I don't think they'll have 6 or like 5 from this season. They'll probably only do 2 or 3, unless we're just banking on nothing else being good the rest of the year. You know,
It depends on like how popping.
Moonrise would be
I think
next
Devil May
year.
Cry has already kind of
it'll be
solidified.
this year.
So anime of the year doesn't involve continuing anime? Is that
No.
what we're saying?
No,
No.
Not
Okay.
typically, no.
it's just the best anime of that 1 year, right?
Yeah, the best like new anime.
Okay.
Well, One Piece is nominated though. Has been
No.
nominated for anime of the year.
Hmm.
It's always continuing.
Yeah.
wow.
That's usually how it goes. Lord of Mysteries comes out this year, so Lord of Mysteries will be on there because I feel like we all saw their trailers. It's ridiculous. Omniscient Reader comes out this year, right?
It'll be too late for this year though. They'll be too late for this year's. They'll when Omniscient Reader is going to come out, it's going to be on the next year's one.
Yeah, because Wonder Season is for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha Kuda has
When's that coming out?
I think summer. So
It could be a contender.
It could be a.
So I don't know. Solo's an interesting case. All right.
Like I think Moonrise should get it. I thought Moonrise was fantastic.
I only watched the first episode, but you know what that said? We stalled enough. Lonnie, get here when you get here. It's time to talk about these new anime of this recent season. I think for the most part, before we kind of get into it, this is one of the most stacked anime seasons I've ever seen. Like there's so many good, like new anime and continuing anime of this year, which includes One Piece because One Piece returned this season as well. If like based on recent memory, based on what you guys remember, is this the most stacked anime season you've ever been in?
I don't know if it was 2011 or 2012. I think it was SAO. Oh, 1 season or 1 year?
Season, one season.
This might be the best, most stacked season. But year would definitely be 2012. I think that was AOT, SAO, Hunter x Hunter came back. A lot of shit happened in 2012. It was like 2011 or 2012, one of those years. But it was SAO, AOT, a lot of shit came out there.
Hold on, didn't Slime and Overlord come out like a little bit after? Or did they come out the next year?
We'd have to see the exact date, but that might have all been like the same year.
Because there was a time that Isekai boom started because all of them were coming out all at once, except for Mushoku Tensei. That came out way later. But it was like, man, like everyone they were putting out there, SAO, Overlord, like you had every Konosuba, like they were all great to all come out right around there.
I would have to really think about it because at the same time, even though it has like a lot of quality, it has a lot of like generational quality. You ain't finding anime as good as 2B or X typically, and this is probably Adult Swim's best anime as of yet, considering how big of a flop Ninja Kamui and Uzumaki. This might be Netflix's best anime, original anime they've came out with, and a video game adaptation with Devil May Cry. And they also came out with Moonrise, which dropped 18 episodes. Like in terms of peak quality, not just like good anime, like really goddamn good anime. I don't know, man. Because season 1s of like Slime was I love Slime. You obviously know that. Season 1 Overlord is really good too. I don't think those are competing with what we got right here right now. Attack on Titan for sure would. Hunter x Hunter maybe, depending on which arc they're doing.
I'll put season 1 of SA on there because that had
I agree.
It had people in a chokehold.
I agree.
I mean,
I think so. I think Moonrise was highly underrepresented.
I'm looking at 2020 and I'm seeing ReZero season 2, Haikyuu, Baki, Fire Force, JJK.
Ooh.
And what is it all in the same season?
Is it a season or a year?
Because we're talking about seasons, not years.
There's season.
1 season that all came out? God damn.
That's
I still think this season's better than that. From
What was the season we were getting Demon Slayer season 2 and Attack on
Titan? That one, but that was carried by 2 anime, Demon Slayer.
I'm just trying to see if there are any other ones. But that was like an hour of your life. This is all you're doing.
$2 super chat. Angie Carr, do y'all put DMC over Castlevania for Netflix?
I see.
It's
No.
it's better than Nocturne, but not the original, not the first season. I don't think so.
Oh, and 2020. Well, now this is for the year. You also had the Demon Slayer Mugen Train and Fate Heaven's Feel 3.
Is that Miles? Is that the Miles Rider Saber fight?
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's also the Violet Evergarden.
Yeah, I'll take this season.
Yeah, I can't find any seasons. I can only find years.
You probably would have to go to My Anime List and just go backwards. I'm guessing.
The best year is definitely 2011. That year was insane.
Well, this year is not over, so let's see what happened in the beginning of the year.
Solo. Apothecary Diaries.
ReZero.
Yeah, the beginning of the year wasn't great.
ReZero.
ReZero was good.
I think the lack of a previous season really made this season stand out. Like it was literally just Solo.
I don't even think that's the case. I think this season is just one of the greatest.
I think it's really good. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that it's not, but it's also like highlighted extra because the previous season was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with that because Dr. Stone came out. I like that. Obviously, the Sakamoto Days was a letdown. My Happy Marriage was great. Like I think I just maybe you're talking in terms of mainstream, but I think it was fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we already said Apothecary Diaries too. I think it was fine. I think the magnitude of this season, because To Be Hero X coming out at any point in the year would have made that season amazing.
Yeah, what immediately.
And the fact that you're getting that Moonrise. What else is out?
Lazarus, Fire
Force, like all that coming out at once is like
Windbreaker,
Witch Watch. Like you got everything all in one package right now.
Facts. Now I'm low key. I went on my anime list. I'm curious.
Academia.
To Be Hero X is rated at 8.5. I'm surprised.
That's low.
5 is crazy. It's crazy to me. It's only an 8.5.
I think the ratings are gonna come in later. I think it's gonna slow burn on the ratings.
I hear you, but I feel like those 2 episodes are peak. And also, you got the older style anime like Yaiba that came in.
Yaiba is so good.
I'm trying to look up what comes out next season. So next season, Dawn to Dawn comes out for the summer. Kaiju number 8 comes out, season 2. Shield Hero comes back. Sakamoto Days Part 2 comes. Gachiakuda, Dr. Stone comes. I think that's the last season. The summer Hikaru died. Togen Anki, which has been getting a lot of praise.
The summer Hikaru died needs seinen anime needs summer Hikaru died to be revolutionary after what Uzumaki did.
I found an archive of all of the seasons. I'm trying to see.
And then One Punch Man comes back. It should be interesting. All right, so yeah, we talked about the season a little bit. Let's talk about some more particular anime. I guess we should start off with the anime that's kind of like surprisingly good as hell. Shout out Lonnie for dropping the trailer in the group chat for the first time. Lonnie, Ty, have you seen To Be Hero X yet? Ty, this is one of the
ones
like to walk into.
To Be Hero, yeah. I gotta watch Finish 11 first.
Nah,
I know
this one.
I think you can watch To Be Hero X right now. You'd be like, this is fantastic.
I even had to set it in the chat. In terms of animation, I had Yaiba being up there in a close race. Like I said in Discord, episode 2 just came out and said everybody's on pause. Like this thing was fantastic.
But what's it called?
To Be Hero X.
To Be Hero X.
You could just find it on Crunchyroll if you got a Crunchyroll account.
And that ending for episode 1 is a fantastic hook. I will say, since we're talking about To Be Hero X, I was enjoying it, but I was like, okay, it's cool. Then the ending happened. Okay, I need to lock in for next episode. Like that cliffhanger was crazy.
And there's so much to kind of go over. So TBRX, if you guys don't know, we don't have any cool graphics today. You know, we're just just talking about anime. It is an anime that features a hero society, but it's a very unique hero society in the sense that if the people believe in the hero, they gain more power. However, if the people are afraid of a person, that person gains more fear and also gains more power. So the power system is based off trust and fear. And it's so unique on how they do it. And there's a lot of like very meta, arguably political kind of connections you can make from this type of message that they're kind of putting out there. But it's curious to see how they're kind of telling the story, especially with the unconventional beginning of the protagonist.
Yeah.
Man, this anime is just blowing me away. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just so surprised on how good it is.
So, like for you, Santo, the ending for you was the hook.
The ending for me was the hook.
I don't want to spoil anybody, or because people want to go out and watch it. What that hero does at the beginning of the episode, I was like, oh yeah, I'm locked in. We had all of these predictions. This guy would be the villain, and then for him to just, you know what I'm saying, walk out the story the way he walked out the story, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be one of them ones.
Bro, episode 2 for me, I thought this was going to be the most amazing love story. And she hit that peace out, I'm gone. I was like, wait, what just happened? What just like come back? Where are you going?
No, and I was so cool with it too. It's like, okay, she's just gone. She's gone now. She's not coming back in the story. And I'm just so interested to see what this guy does, because he's kind of just taking the role and running with it. And he's doing a pretty goddamn good job, I'm gonna be honest. It's a very interesting way to kind of see everything. 24 episodes is so deserved for 2BRX.
Oh, and the way that they're building up the villain, like when he's like crashing out in his office, he's like, I lost so much trust. Like I lost so much influence, so much power. And then this creature in the water is speaking, and then it's a little projector. I'm like, wait, what is going on? It's great.
Roll it up.
I don't know if you guys noticed. So when you watch it, so the great thing about 2BRX is they switch animation styles quite a bit, which makes it super interesting. But I don't know if you noticed. I noticed in episode 2. I didn't notice in episode 1. When the animation switches, you hear a snap. Every time the animation switches.
Really?
You hear a yes, you hear
Girl
a
X.
Yup. So the number one hero, the only reason why we knew this, we're looking up trailers and everything. X, he can switch the universe somehow by just snapping. And Lonnie's coming in. He's about to come glaze 2BRX as well. But when I heard it the second time, I'm like, oh, so this is not just like, oh yeah, we're just switching the animation to make it look cool. No, this is purposeful. Someone is messing with the universe right now when the animation switches, and I'm so curious to see how that kind of unfolds too. That someone is just switching the universe basically depending on the situation. So that's another thing you lock into.
Like there's so many things, like Moon's power being linked to the main guy, and she it would just always teleport me to you now. And she has no control of her power. It's based on what people feel like. Like I was like, man, that's so sad.
He's here. That man looks tired as hell.
I've been up since 3 a.m. in Greece flying, so I'm
iconic.
I don't even know what time it is over there.
He loved you guys so much that despite jet lag coming off from a long flight, he wanted to be here. With the
there is probably a body of an Uber driver in his backyard at the moment.
Lonnie, please tell me you don't have work tomorrow. You're going to just take it easy.
Oh, I messed up my schedule. I do have work tomorrow, but they don't know. Like, guess what? I'm just gonna be. That's gonna be the. I'm sorting through my email day.
Yeah.
Because I just looked up. It's like 5:55 in Athens right now, so I am cooked. But what were we talking about?
To be alright. The last thing I mentioned, and you probably know this too, is in the second episode I noticed it, and apparently it happened in the first episode too. Every time the animation switch, you hear a snap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're just talking about how there's so many like different things you got to pay attention to for this anime.
Yeah. Well, first off, because I heard some of it, Ty, I feel like you need to watch this one because this is like one of the because China's coming hard for the anime community. They're really trying to take over. They drop in Perfect Q. They drop Perfect Q, which has all those crazy fight scenes. To Be Hero X. They dropped another one I don't know the name of, and then Lord of Mysteries is coming out.
Link Click.
Yeah, Link Click is also a really good one. Link Click was doing crazy numbers like 2 seasons ago. Like they were like all their episodes were like 9.5, 9.6, yada yada. And I watched like some of the first season is really good. I still got locked back in. That story and the premise is also really amazing. No, but To Be Hero X, I feel like it's China's really like just throwing money at anime, and like they're also covering like a lot of themes that you wouldn't think China would cover because like with the whole China propaganda stuff that we always hear about. No, but the way they attack capitalism, the way that they attacked in the first episode, how they attacked workers and things like that, and how like the bad guy ended up being his boss and things like that. And yeah, I thought like when I told y'all a year ago about To Be Hero X, I just thought like, oh, the animation looks crazy. It looks like it's gonna be good, but I didn't expect the storyline to be this deep. So that's the main thing that surprised me. I thought it was just gonna be crazy fights, crazy animations. Like like almost every hero you see like in the trailers, they have different animation styles. So I was like, oh, they're just throwing money at this. But no, like it's really starting to come together with the story, and I'm really interested to see because there's 24 episodes left. We're already 2 episodes in. Everyone that's watched it that I know of is locked, and we still haven't met like 9 or 8 of the other heroes. So, like, we haven't met Queen, who Random was excited to see. We haven't met
my favorite.
Yeah, we haven't met. I don't think we met the dog nigga yet.
We haven't met anybody.
Yeah, we haven't met anybody. Like, and like, nice from the trailer, we all thought like, oh, he's a bad guy, but now it's like that is not the case. So, at least not the case right now. But I do hopefully with like if they do more seasons, I do want to see what the original Nice was like, because like it kind of gave me like some Homelander vibes, like when like they kind of like I don't know that could just be me, but I do want to see like what the original Nice was like. And yeah, no, I don't know what they're gonna do with the story. I don't know what direction they're gonna be in because right now I think when we were talking about, we thought it was just gonna be like episodical, like every hero's just gonna get their own little episode. And now I don't know what the story's gonna be, but I'm locked in because them pushing from 3D to 2D and like the music's hitting and all that other stuff so seamlessly. They're putting Japan on notice.
They're on their arcane wave, bro. Like straight up, they're making this like a cinematic experience every time you watch an episode of To Be Hero X. And I'm with you. I can't wait to meet all the other characters. I need to see how they interact with this MC because now this MC I kind of like him.
I want to hear the arch nemesis. I want to hear his story, his friendship with Nice, like how he crashed out when he found out, hey, you're not Nice. Who are you? Where is he?
It was giving ghetto Gojo vibes for a second. So I was just like, oh, I don't know, but I'm really excited for the story. Like this is like even though I knew this was gonna cook like from a year ago, it's like based off the animation, like what Random saw like 5 seconds of the trailer. He's like, this isn't fair. 5 seconds in the trailer,
bro. That can rolling down the road was one of the hardest things I've ever seen. Like how do you? I don't even want to know how much money that took to make that because that shit was heat.
And now we know that actually has a deep and dope story. Like, yeah, it's probably gonna be anime of the year.
With so many mysteries too, and both episodes so far left off with an amazing cliffhanger too. We still don't know what was like that. That can't be a nothing scene. There probably something deeper into what he saw there. And then episode 2, now we have a huge villain for Nice to fight. So and then apparently there's a bigger villain for the series that has just been introduced. So he's going to be looming in the background. No, this is one of them ones. This has been one of them ones. TBRX cooking, ultimately, for sure. We all recommend to check it out and watch it. Talk about it in the Discord, of course. What's the next anime that's been? We'll go person by person to see what they're locking into. I brought up TBRX first. Lonnie just returned. So what anime you want to talk about, Lonnie?
That Demon Hunter anime. That just adult version of Demon Slayer. The second episode wasn't bad either. Like the first season, the first episode like really cooked. It was like 15 minutes. I liked the twist. I liked everything, but the second episode also came in pretty strong. Actually, like rated higher than Fire Force this week. And yeah, I think it's gonna be. I just don't like High Dive. I'm sick of things showing up on High Dive because then like it takes like a good like year and a half for it to show up on anything else. So it's hard for like casuals to get locked into it. But I think that's a solid story. And I think Randall was talking about Moonrise. The author of Full Metal Alchemist and Witch Studios, it's like a match made in heaven. So I have like 2 episodes left to watch on it, but I've been enjoying it. And yeah, but I feel like, because I didn't get to talk about like this season, I feel like if you don't want to say it's the best, cause I don't know what we would say is better overall, but this might be the deepest anime season I've ever seen. Because even after like we get past like the first 5, 6, 7 names, there's a lot of decently good quality animes. Like the Bumpkin one. There's one, I think that the person that made Psychopaths, they made one that like Your Former or something like that. That one's getting a lot of traction. I haven't watched it yet, but I've been hearing a lot about that. I hear it has like a really great premise. There's some isekais that are really solid. There's some romance of like Witch Watch. Like this is a really, really deep anime season where you can just keep on going down the list and finding quality animes. So I'm really excited for this season.
All right. Yeah, Demon Hunter, I do think I didn't watch episode 2. I probably won't watch any of it until the season's over. I wasn't a big fan of the ending of episode 1. I thought it was kind of corny personally, but I thought it was pretty corny. But I do think episode 1 was like ultimately overall was a very good episode 1. I'm concerned they peaked at episode 1. So we'll see what happens later on. Because I don't know how you feel, Lonnie, but after they kind of time skip, I was very concerned when they time skip.
Yeah, I remember I read it like a long time ago, but I honestly don't remember how the story goes. So it might have peaked at the beginning, but at the same time, like right now it's solid. Right now it's doing solid. So
yeah, for sure, watch it. Demon Hunter for sure. Moonrise, I only watched the first episode, so Random, if you want to give your thoughts on that a little bit more, y'all initial thoughts on Moonrise.
I think it was one of those because we only ever saw the teaser the first time. I was like, I just got to know what this is about. And then the fact that they dropped the whole season and they were mad at Netflix because they didn't promote Moonrise. I think it's fantastic. It's amazing. The what you call it, the first person views in some of them fights was crazy. Like, damn, like it was doing some things that I just had to not know exactly what I was walking into and then walk into space, because I don't really watch a lot of anime in space. The story was compelling, the fights were magnificent. Like Netflix knocked it out the park, and I thought Devil May Cry was great. So to go for Devil May Cry and then Moonrise, all of a sudden Netflix was like, I know y'all was hating on us because we had some bad ones in the past. These are 2 magnificent ones.
All right, Moonrise. It does seem very interesting. I think everybody should at the very least watch the first episode to kind of get hooked, because I do think they have a strong first episode. It starts off with an amazing action scene, a little CGI, but I think the CGI works personally. Unique type of power system with like the different way that you kind of use technology. Obviously, as the FMA style, but it gave me FMA vibes, if you know what I mean, in terms of how they were fighting. It reminded me of Full Metal Alchemist on like how Edward would fight. So I do think there's a lot of kind of correlation there, but it's more scientific, and I'm not really sure like what is going on, because obviously I only see the first episode. And compelling characters to start. The main character is very interesting. His squad is very interesting, and then the tragedy, the hook, as people like to say, in the first episode, locked right off rip. And that's what you got to do. You got to reel people in, and something crazy happens right from the start. So go check out Moonrise for sure. That one's very good. DMC, I haven't really watched it. So Miles, Santo, you guys could talk about it in depth if you want. I'll just say Miles is correct. I am 100% an elitist. Dante I was like, why is this Nero's voice actor? Why is his face like that? He's kind of acting a little too goofy for me. And I just became too elitist to watch the anime. But I'm not saying the anime is bad. By any means.
I'll say this about DMC. The antagonist is 100% justified. I don't care what y'all say. He did nothing wrong. He's a victim. He's a complete victim. And justice for that nigga.
And I'll let you have it, because I want to speak on Lazarus.
Yaiba. Imagine if you gave OG Dragon Ball Studio Ghibli animation. That's fantastic. Yaiba, just in first episode 1, you see him just training with like different animals and stuff, just putting in work against a giant gorilla. This dude's like maybe 3 feet tall, and he's just bodying like giant animals with kendo sticks and whatnot, just looking great. Goes into Tokyo with the family and whatnot, and he runs into pretty much swordsman Saitama, and learns that, hey, this is my rival and I'm not really that like that. So it's fantastic. Check it out. It's a great watch. I don't think it's going to be like levels to a To Be Hero X and based on story. It's just a feel good watch.
When did it first come out, Santo?
It came out this year, this season.
No, the manga. I mean, I think Jeremy said it. 19.
Oh, it's a remake. It's a remake.
Yeah, I'm saying, when did the original come out?
Like early, like 99, I think.
Yeah, you can tell it's a very old school.
It's
because I remember as a kid. I just don't remember like when it came out.
It's kind of like Ranma 1/2 in terms of like being very, very, very old school. That old school style doesn't appeal to me as a 20-ish year old man.
1988.
88.
Damn.
W. We're not done with these 90s because they were cooking with the animation right there. I agree. The animation was amazing, all things considered. You love to see it. Now we just need to readapt some other anime. Soul Eater.
Hitman Reborn.
Hitman Reborn.
Hitman Reborn with better pacing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of skip a lot of the things that happened in the beginning.
Skip the first 13 episodes and we're good to go.
Just speed it up. Yeah, for sure. Get right into the badass that is Suna. Get right into it. But yeah. Miles, you wanted to talk about Lazarus.
Yeah. Lazarus is just my speed. For people who like the more grounded in reality, I like mech stuff, but mostly because it deals with science and a lot of like grounded reality type stuff. Lazarus is very much grounded in reality. Very realistic premise with this scientist who kind of creates this drug that removes the feeling of pain, every sensation of pain, any sensation of feeling, I believe. And he kind of vanishes off the face of the earth. He returns with a message and basically says, in 30 days, anybody who took that drug, you're gonna die. Mm-hmm. So it kind of, oh my God, my lamp fell. It kind of introduces us to this premise where we kind of have a race against the clock, where we have to find this scientist in order to save the world. We have a really cool cast of characters dubbed Lazarus, who all excel in different things. We have, a hacker. We have somebody who kind of a driver, good with weaponry, a guy that flies a little drone around, and then our main character, who's actually an escaped convict, who has a vast array of skills, the wild card, if you will. Very good first episode. Choreography's on point. The direction's on point. The music is amazing. A lot of jazz. It really gives you that old school, late '90s vibe, that Cowboy Bebop vibe. And it's coming at us with a lot of different angles. I thought it would only be like parkour, hand-to-hand style things. Season 2 introduced us to a car chase, which I thought was really cool. And then while this gentleman wants to be found, he has also kind of made it to where everybody kind of looks like him. So it's now become very, very hard to find him because there's hundreds, thousands of people on the earth that look like him now. A lot of mystery, but it's very intriguing, very grounded in reality, no power fantasy stuff, but I think people will enjoy it.
I think I find him so interesting, the scientist that invented the drug, because when he first made that announcement, he's like, I'm not trying to rule the world, I'm not trying to do these things, but he comes off like he really does have like this god complex.
Did you watch episode 2?
I watched half of it and then I got busy at work.
When you were watching it, did you see the part where they were talking about his character? Like, yo, this is a guy who'll give up his seat for an old lady.
Yeah.
He's at the UN conference, fighting for people to stop pollution. He seems like a genuinely good guy.
Yeah. That's what makes it so interesting. So the most passionate people are the ones that, I'm not going to try to make this political, but climate change activists are very passionate people.
Sure.
So when he did his whole lecture at the in front of all the country leaders, and these people, and when it had the United States leaving first,
he left first. It was some European country.
Yeah, the United States leaving first. That's tough. But when he was doing that, and everybody said, "I don't care," and this guy's like, they said it. He's the Einstein of this era. He's like the smartest guy here, and you still not listening to him when he has evidence. Reasonable crash out. I don't know about all that, but I will say you can understand if people they're not taking this seriously, so I'm going to make them take it seriously. So I'm very interested in his motivations, and I do think there's a deeper plot here for sure.
For sure.
I will say, Miles, the main character, though, he was definitely capping when he was talking about his prison time. Because I did the math when he said that shit. He was off by over 100.
No way you calculated his prison time, bro. You're weird.
He's like, it triples, and he triples again and triple again. He told the girl, oh, yeah, I have 660. I was like, nigga, that's not the math. So, whatever.
I do believe he's lying, though. I think there's more to his story than we've gotten so far.
No, he's a very interesting character. But he was just capping to the girl about how much prison time he had.
For sure.
I think there's more to all of their stories. Like the black dude, when he said, "Oh yeah, I just had a misdemeanor." No way, you just had a misdemeanor. No, I don't believe that for a second. So I think they're all just lying about what they did in the past. The only thing that I think they told the truth about is the girl's a notorious hacker. Other than that, I think we're gonna slowly find out who they all really are.
She's so clean too. The girl that let me take a selfie with you, and she just shocks him and it's bruh.
Oh, Chris, yeah. Chris is good.
Also, my gripes with the first episode, I don't know what they did different this time. Episode 2 sounded fine. Episode 1, I still got my timestamp. Shanto, yeah.
Yes.
They noticeably changed the dub in episode 2 compared to episode 1. Because I had a lengthy list of timestamps where I'm like, this sounds like AI. They got rid of it. I'm high on it. I'm good. No complaints.
I was good too.
AI too. I was like
the one that was the most egregious is when the black guy started talking with the hacker.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, these two are definitely computer generated.
For sure.
Really? I don't know. I might have missed it because I watch it in dub too. Shout out Mystic. I've been watching Lazarus in dub. I've been liking it. So shout out, man. You love it. Love good dubs out here, man. Nobody wants to read all the time. All right. Who has another anime they want to talk about? Random. I don't know if you propose one. Ty, I don't know if you've been locked into this anime season yet, but what do y'all have anything you want to talk about? There's plenty of anime to talk about, for sure.
I've been reading a manga recently, so I don't have an anime.
What
manga? It's one called Burning Effect. It's like kind of fire. One of my mutuals from TikTok put me onto it. I'm on. It has like 212 chapters. I'm on like chapter like 120 or something. Burning Effect. It's about essentially. It's about this girl who has superpowers essentially. She grew up in pretty much the hood, and the problem of the world is that the world dealt with overpopulation problems, and so basically put in this rule to help with population control that if you commit any crime of any degree, you're automatically you are killed. And there's this guy named his name is Great. He's the executioner. Basically, this opens up. This girl stole a teddy bear. She was poor, and then Great kills her. The first, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
Well, yo, that does sound like a crazy story.
And so basically, it's about this revolutionary group that's trying to overthrow the current system and stop this character named Great, who is the executioner. It's actually fire, actually.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Lock in. Burning Effect. Brandon, you got an anime?
For me, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. For me, it's I have a crush at work. The one thing that
I'm gonna watch that.
So the one thing that at least I'll agree with Santa was slice of life wise, it was a very weak season for slice of life. But I have a crush at work is maybe the best depiction of an adult slice of life romance story I've ever seen in anime. It's magnificent. Like there's none of that. They met in high school or nothing. Like they're already in their mid-20s. They're dating. We skipped all that. We skipped all that stuff, and it starts there. And they already have an established relationship. Who does what happens, and it's just like they're at work. They go through struggle, and how they each help each other out. It's magnificent in terms of slice of life because I don't remember the last adult slice of life that was this good. Like I really think like Miles, Ty, if you have some time, like go watch that. It's just a very good depiction of what young adults in like Japan are dealing with.
What's the name? Crush at Work?
I have a crush at work.
I have a crush at
and it's not like they're trying to hide their relationship from their coworkers. They're just private people, you know? And it's so good. It really is. Like Riddell, I really think you'd enjoy it.
We'll see. But we do always appreciate having that romance perspective. You know, we're a diversified podcast. We have a lot of different perspectives on this podcast, of course. But Crush at Work, random, again, another great anime of this season. Other good anime, of course, Fire Force Season 3 has been doing its thing. Animation has been amazing. How Maya is going to be a peak character this season. Windbreaker Season 2 is doing exactly what they need to be doing this year, this season. They are speeding up the pace for the current fight, which I said that would have been a problem if they like elongated that. They sped up the pace for that to go into the next arc, which is very interesting. So that one is Windbreaker Season 2 is about to cook this year for sure. And it's going to have a villain that I feel like Lonnie's going to like a lot at the end of the season. He's one of those kind of unhinged type villains for sure. So those two are cooking as well. So that under the radar. And Miles, we locked, bro. Vigilantes is cooking. Vigilantes is cooking, bro.
I saw that first episode, and I'm sorry, all I thought was Kick-Ass 2. I mean, it's great. It's great, but literally all I saw was Kick-Ass, the girl that can fight, and Jim Carrey as the guy that punches people.
I see what you mean. I see what you're saying. If you guys have not watched My Hero Vigilantes, it's a kind of a prequel of My Hero, but it's not like a direct prequel, but the events happen before the My Hero Academia universe. And I've been saying that. I think Miles co-signs. We think it's better than My Hero, and I think Koichi's better than Deku. So,
Riddell, Didn't I?
Ty's face.
Look at it. Look at his reaction. Didn't I say that would be his exact reaction?
Oh, Ty's upset for
I
sure.
told you.
Ty's upset for sure. But standing on it, Vigilantes are fantastic.
No, Ty, I know very little to nothing about My Hero Vigilantes. I don't think I read it at all.
Okay.
So this is all new to me. That sounds crazy as hell. And you know how much I don't like Deku. That sounds crazy as hell.
Oh,
I mean, I'm only on episode 2, so like maybe I'll prove me wrong.
How many chapters does Vigilante have?
like, is it close to?
I can tell you right now.
It's over 100, maybe close to 200.
What makes it better than My Hero?
We'll watch the anime and find out.
I'm just asking you. I'm just trying.
No,
to
I can't.
127 chapters. 127 chapters.
We'll have the conversation once it's done.
Compared to 430.
So just because there's more chapters,
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying. Wait, is it the same author?
No.
So he was just allowed to like make a My Hero story for Shonen Jump?
Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't know the
it might be an assistant. That would make sense. If he's because a lot of times, like even with like Kubo, I don't think he writes his light novels. I think he just approves them and things like that. So that would make sense.
That would make sense because I remember there's a whole thing about like why is there certain things that happen to Vigilantes not happening in the main canon, so they're not like technically connected, but maybe the anime. I mean, they're connected. There's characters.
I thought it's like 5 years before My Hero.
You said what?
I thought the story starts like 5
No,
years.
they are connected, but I don't like. Okay, this is the best way I can describe it.
Think about it like this. It's like the MCU and the Netflix Marvel movies. They're all in the same universe, happening at the same time. Or not the same time, but same world, same universe, same timeline. They just don't interact. That's all.
Yeah, they're just doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. That's the best way to kind of explain it. But hey, like I said, check out Vigilantes. I'm very curious on how like first time. So okay, for the people who obviously me and Miles read it, how are we feeling? Lonnie, I don't know if Santo random, Ty, I don't think watched it yet. How are you feeling about Vigilante so far? 2 episodes in.
I mean, I remember y'all talking about it like months ago, like how like he becomes OP with it, like he becomes like a dog with his powers. So I'm really interested to see that because 3 points of contact sounds kind of ass.
And it's not fast at all.
It's not fast at all.
Watch episode 2?
What?
He already started upgrading. Did you watch episode 2?
I haven't. I watched episode 1.
He already started upgrading.
Okay, so if he upgrades, then I guess cool. But yeah, no, like he's cool. Like he's okay. Like he didn't like really wow me as like MT. Like the first episode didn't like really hook me in terms of like the main character.
Oh,
like,
sure.
But like I do love the My Hero world. I just don't like Deku. So yeah, no, I'm gonna be locked in. I'm gonna be watching. Y'all talked about Vigilantes a lot, so I'm definitely gonna see what all the hype is about. And saying he's better than Deku, I do want to see that so I can say that Deku's not even the best hero, not even the best MC in his verse. I would love to say that. So yeah, I'll be locked in.
Okay, but Vigilantes, fantastic.
I don't know if Random's frozen or if he's just asleep. It's one of the two.
Random, you good?
He's frozen.
Oh, he was asleep.
He is fried.
What's up?
You smoke, bro?
You smoking? You high?
Nah. I was watching a very inspirational Vegeta reel right now.
Your eyes were closed. What were you watching it with your ears?
I promise you they were open.
He was gooning over Emma Frost.
Nah, chill out. That was the reel before that.
Oh my goodness!
They got her whole thighs out. Come on, bro. That's devious work.
They know what they're doing.
Oh my god, that black outfit is worse.
They say she's like what 5'10", 220. I was like,
where's the 220 at? God damn. That shit. They said nah, throw all that bitch in there. What the fuck? That diamond form grab is amazing. It's amazing when you pull that off. Like, get your ass out of here.
They said he was in prayer.
Oh man. The last 2 anime I'll bring up, and if you guys have any more anime, we can talk about that too. Well, actually, last 3 anime. We have to talk about the beginning after end, of course. Lonnie's favorite anime. Witch Watch is an amazing comedy. If you like comedy anime, check out Witch Watch. It's gonna be very entertaining, kind of like Spy Family, kind of like Psyche K. If you've watched Psyche K, it's just a comedy with crazy powers and just entertaining things happen episodically with some interesting fights that do happen here and there.
I saw some clips. It does look funny. I'm probably gonna check it out sometime this weekend. It did look funny.
I've laughed when I've read it, so I think it's good. And Nico is going to be like the Anya of this season. Like everybody's going to love Nico for sure. And Shirley is another anime that I decided to peep for no reason other than why not. And I basically was like, bro, this is like a studio Ghibli Raggedy Ann anime, bro. The girl like she has that Raggedy Ann with the freckles and the red hair, but she's extremely charismatic. It's just a simple slice of life, feel good anime. And Shirley, if you like that stuff, you're probably gonna like that anime. But that's some of the anime I peep. Any other anime that we haven't talked about?
We covered our bases.
For this season, yeah.
Oh, the beginning after the end. We got to talk about that. Are you about to name something else before we talk about the beginning after the end?
Well, it was something for next. I think I sent it to the TikTok chat, but the author of Lord of Mysteries, I think we all talked about how he gets to do the pacing and the writing for all the episodes for Lord of Mysteries, and he said in a recent interview that episode 13 will be one of the greatest moments in anime history. So author just proclaiming that like, yo, this is gonna be one of the greatest animated moments in history off rip. Like I started reading the light novel, so I think I might know what he's talking about. But I don't know. That's I don't know.
I respect it.
I mean, I respect like he has the aura. Like everyone in China like thinks he's like a god. So, but like I don't know how I felt about like the author just saying like, "Hey, you're about to see like one of the greatest moments of all time," and most of y'all don't even know what my shit's about. Like I don't know.
We lot. All right, time to talk about the final anime, the beginning after the end, the one that probably, despite how great this anime season is, the conversation that's probably is the loudest is all the hate the beginning after the end anime is getting right now. That's probably the biggest conversation that is going on social media. All that pretty nasty hate the beginning after the end. Manhwa, light novel fans are up in arms, irate. They think this is the worst thing in the world. How are we feeling about the anime so far?
Lonnie, how about you go first, man? You tell us from your expert opinion, how's the anime going, man?
I'll say this first, and this might be a hot take, so we might want to clip this.
Sure.
There's probably only like 5 to 7 mangas that I would consider better than the beginning after the end. Okay. I think it's better than I think it's better than JJK Clears. I think it's better than My Hero Clears, Fire Force, Soul Eater. I think when it's all said and done, I'll probably have it above JoJo's. I think it's probably gonna end up being in my top 5. This fan animation is the greatest fan animation I've ever seen. Cut Pro be going crazy. Those slideshow fights, peak. I posted in the chat. You saw the slideshow fights. You saw like how like the arrow, the girl with the arrow, and then someone got hit with the arrow, and then someone pulled up with the swords. Then everyone got slashed with the swords, even though no clothes or blood or anything got hit. So like fights top tier. But in all seriousness, like I said in the chat, the only moments, there's like a few moments that should happen in season 1 that I really care about. If they mess up the dungeon, I'm flipping tables, I'm out. Because that's one of his peak I'm him moments. If they mess up a little bit of the training after the fact, I'll probably crash out. But other than that, when like looking at it, the first episode actually got more likes than One Piece by like over 200, by like 300,000. Oh, that was surprising. Like I didn't think it would like 300,000. They got more.
People actually like the anime. I'm telling you, Lonnie, they exist.
So, guess what? End of the day, the animation to me, whether you like it or not, is D tier. It's D. If you want, I'm not even gonna say F because like people might be crashing. Like, oh my god, you're hating it so much. It's D tier. The fight animation is F tier because, like I said, show me in a fight scene where a body part moves. Let me see somebody blink in a fight scene. Can I see an elbow move? Can I see someone swing a sword, move an arm at all? No, I guess that's too much to ask. But I'm actually gonna do something this weekend or next week, depending how tired I am. All the animes this season, I'm gonna watch like maybe for the first 15 to 20 minutes of the episodes of all the animes this season. We're gonna see how many have better animation or worse animation than beginning after then. So I'm gonna spend 5, 6, 7 hours in the Discord. We're just gonna see how many animes this season have better animation or worse animation than the beginning after then.
Let the season finish before you do all that.
I'm just going off of first episodes. So I'm just saying, let's see if we can get to 10, 15, 20, 30. Let's see how many animes this season we can get before
you got too much time on your hands.
At the beginning.
You got too much time on your hands if you're doing all that.
And you know what's crazy?
I'll clear a day.
Oh man!
And you know what's crazy? It's because also he's gonna compare it to Be Hero X, which is doing god tier animation.
I said every anime.
He's gonna compare it to Lazarus, who's doing John Wick choreography. He's gonna compare it to Yaiba, which is literally Studio Ghibli levels of animation. Like, bruh.
I said I didn't say the top 5. I didn't say the top 10. I said, we can just start. We can go on my anime list in Discord, and we could just do a random scroll in the season. Click on a random anime and compare the animation. We can do that.
Can I continue?
How about you pick the top 10 and we'll take those 10 off and we'll just go off the next 30 or 40.
How about we do this? How about I continue sending you bad animation and I can show you which animation is better, beginning after the end.
Just because something is worse doesn't mean that that's not also bad.
I'm just saying that it's, again, like Miles said, and what I've been saying, it's the discourse I have an issue with.
Ty, if someone scores a 50 on the test and someone scores a 15, are they both still F grades? Are they both still failing? Something can be bad and something can be way worse. You can send me something worse. It doesn't mean that that's not bad.
Not in Europe. It's a
like something can still be bad and other things be worse. 7 Deadly Sins had worse animation. Wreck-It Ragnarok had worse animation. Kingdom, which you showed me, a travesty, a crime, worse animation. Guess what? The beginning of the end, that fight scene, like I said, show me a single body part on anybody for that whole 2 minutes move. Can I see a single body part? There's 20 people fighting and not a single person moves. There's literally a slideshow animation to clip to the next scenes.
Which I agree with you, but you're sounding like how Ty talks about Gintama.
Damn. At least they move in Gintama. At least they move in Gintama.
Again,
don't compare this to Gintama, all right?
I'm actually kind of Gintama. Niggas just don't believe me.
At least in Gintama, I get to see body parts move.
Right.
I can't see a body part move in a fight. That's asking too much to see a body part move in a fight.
What you're complaining about, Lonnie, I think you guys are misconstruing a lot of things because I don't even think the issues that you guys are having is lack of animation, not the animation itself. It literally looks like this studio didn't put any money behind this show. That's what it looks like. It's not that the animation is bad. It's just there's a lack of animation.
That makes it bad, Santo. If there's a lack of animation in an anime,
what it looks like, it's lack of financial backing at this point. Like literally, because when they animate, it looks fine.
There's actually
good. So they're doing a half-ass job, is what you're telling me. They're doing so when they actually decide to do their job, the anime is good. But they only do it half the time. That still makes it bad.
I don't think that's what
makes it bad. When they try, it's okay. But they only try half the episode.
I understand you're emotional because this is your thing, but literally, that's not what I'm saying.
Damn.
like my thing is, Lonnie, when it comes to this anime, I think it's fine to be upset that like if this is one of your favorite series, that this is not performing at a solo level. I think it's fine to be upset about it. Just be honest that you're being an elitist and you're being upset about it. But I think it's fine to be upset.
See, that's what pisses me off. Elitist, when I'm saying, yo, niggas are not moving in fight scenes, and that's being an elitist. Niggas are not moving in fight scenes, and that's being an elitist. To me, that's just dumb. That's just dumb as hell.
No,
it's a literal slideshow fight scene. Oh, you're being an elitist. Nigga, I can't see a sword swing.
No.
That's asking to in 2025. Asking to see
what's
a sword
the anime that you wanted to see on your day off?
one time is being an elitist. That's dumb as hell.
I can't hear what you're saying.
What's the anime that you selected on your day off that you would watch?
I mean, I said We Are the House Husband, Haikyuu, and
Way
the
House Husband is a slideshow. It was one of the best anime of that season.
We have a question. Is it action?
Yes, the beginning after end is action.
Okay, no. I want to contextualize that point because that's one I want to harp on a lot more. There's a difference between anime like a Blue Lock, an anime like a Record of Ragnarok, and an anime like the beginning of the end. Now, it is obviously still an action series for sure. It's like not an action series, but it doesn't heavily rely on its action, and especially like the moments that we're talking about, the fight with random bandits does not even equate even closely to U20, where it's all about the movement and them playing a sport, which is all action and movement. And Record of Ragnarok, all that series is backstories and fighting. You need good animation and you need good choreography for both those, beginning after the end. And this is where I'm with you, Lonnie. They have to hit at moments because even though it's not highly an action series where it's carried by fights, the moment in the dungeon they have to hit. I agree with that because that's such an important moment for the series and for Arthur in particular. But to compare what happens with freaking random bandits to Seven Deadly Sins, where Meliodas versus Escanor is one of the best fights in the series, to U20, one of the best tournaments in the series, and Record of Ragnarok is disgusting. It doesn't even make sense. They're not even close to in terms of equatable, in terms of importance and what it means for those series and determine how good it is. Because the story of beginning after end is still good and people are still enjoying it.
So two things. So when it comes to the fighting tie, I would consider like a Full Metal Alchemist. So if you made all the Full Metal Alchemist, the story itself is great, even without the fight scenes. But if you take away all the fight scenes, it's still a great story, but it's lesser, right? Because like some of the best moments are the fight scenes.
I don't think you can take. I think you take the fights. It's not a great story anymore.
Now Riddell's only read up to like the first maybe 3 arcs of the beginning after the end. Right where he stopped is where a lot of the fighting really does kick off. So there's gonna be a lot more fighting.
Are we there?
No, we're not. No, I'm not. I'm just saying in terms of the story because he's like it's not important to the story because
no,
it's a bandit fight.
No, I'm gonna get to the bandit fight. I am gonna get to the bandit fight. So right where Riddell left off. To be
clear, I didn't say it didn't. It's not important. I said it doesn't carry the series. It's not.
Well, you only read up to like the beginning of the series. To be fair, because then right where you left off, a lot of fighting kicks off, and then there's a whole war, which it's mainly fighting with story. So there's like a good part of the beginning after end is fighting, but so the bandit fight. One, it's supposed to be his first real fight where he's with his parents, and that's where he gets separated with his parents, which starts like his first character arc. So it's literally the first important part of the beginning after the end because he's 5 years old. They get attacked by bandits. They're like, "Oh, how is this kid holding his own?" They get separated from his parents. That leads to I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's on the anime only, but leads to like the first big moment of the beginning after the end. It's literally his first big moment in the story. So yes, if his first big moment in the story is a damn slideshow, yeah, I have a problem with it because one, it's his first fight. It's the first fight of the series, and it's the first major part of his character arc. and it was ass. So it's
He
not
didn't
just
even fight in that.
So
He
yeah,
didn't even
they
fight in
fight
that.
random bandits. But what happens in the story? They fight random bandits, and a 5-year-old gets separated from his family, which leads him to finding what he finds. It's literally the first big moment in the story, and it was ass.
He didn't even fight in that moment. What are you talking about?
He got separated from he saved his mom. He saved his mom and he got separated.
Okay, that moment where he got separated is not as ass as you're making it sound. Now, the fight between the bandits and the rest of the crew was trash. I never disagree there. But Arthur getting separated was a good moment because you also had the flashback to him when he was a king that honestly, I don't even remember the manga really diving into him making the decision as a king and how he felt about this one family versus now. The anime added that, and that duality was a good moment for it.
It was in there.
Was it? I don't remember it was. You could be right. I'm not gonna disagree. I don't remember it, but it still was a good moment for the anime. So that moment of him feeling the way he felt, that hit. Are you saying it didn't hit? Are you saying you felt nothing when you saw that moment?
It was ass.
Because the fight was ass, and that's all he cared about.
That's what I'm saying. He was so fed up with the fight of
He just turned his
side
brain off.
characters that okay, all right.
Fight ass, whole episode ass. I'm done.
This is a reverse solo leveling at this point. I'm good, bro.
I don't know what to tell you. If y'all want to be still frame merchants, be still frame merchants. But I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, slideshow. This is fine. No, it's a slideshow. It's literally a slideshow.
I don't think any of us disagree.
Nobody's saying it's fine.
All right, then move on. Then we'll move on.
We're just saying y'all overreacting. that's always the
yeah.
same.
And there's a lot of people enjoying it. It's just the elitists like Lonnie who are mad.
Yeah. Like, Lonnie, I've dropped a video about the beginning after the end, and I have people in the comment section saying, "Oh, I actually enjoy it."
Yes,
but it's with the manga reader.
And I hope more people watch it.
Just chilling.
Yeah, and
damn.
And the thing is, I want it to succeed because I want people to watch it because it's one of the best manga stories you could possibly read. It's one of the best fantasy stories you could possibly read, and the story will carry throughout the mid to bad animation throughout the first season, and hopefully another studio picks it up.
Then
that is my hope.
I'm glad you said that. You know what? Let's keep it.
You know, we can move
because it'll just be the animation will be mid to bad, but guess what? The story will carry. So
we're technically not moving on. So I'm glad. Shout out Miles. I think he got the link from someone. The creator of one of your favorite series actually spoke up. So let's see what he said. So he said, "I'm not asking you to like something you don't, but please be respectful and set an example in the vast ocean that is the internet." He also said, "The anime adaptation has been a huge learning experience, collaborating in the industry with so many different people across TBATE, Studio ACAT, and Crunchyroll, who all bring their own unique vision of what the anime could be. At the end of the day, there will be always creative differences in the room, but I really do believe that everyone is coming at it with their best effort and intentions. I learned in the anime industry, it's very rare for the creator to have a say in deciding the ins and outs when it comes to the inception of an anime. But as with anything you love, whether it's your pet, your story, or even your child, when faced with challenges, you don't wish for it to be gone and have a do-over. You support it through difficult times and push it up so that it can become something that you can cherish because all the trials and tribulations you've overcome together." As the author of this anime, one who has spent 10 years writing almost 2 million words of this story, I hope you believe me when I say that I want nothing but the best for this story. Whatever feelings you have for the anime, I'm thankful for all the people behind the scenes who have given me this opportunity, and I'm thankful for all of you for helping me make this happen in the first place. You've stuck through the beginning of the year at its highs and lows, so I ask for your support now. Please continue being the rock that gives the beginning after the end the time and chance to be where it is today. I'm not asking you to like something you don't, but please be respectful and set an example in the vast ocean that is the internet.
Yeah.
You gonna respect him or no?
I respect what he says, but if you read, I don't know. I don't want to say read between the lines, but trials and tribulations, the struggles. It kind of makes it seem like they know it's bad, and the studio is known as random. As Random, unfortunately, told me from the very beginning, the studio's not come out with a good anime at all. So, yeah, they know it's rough, and he's like, "Yeah, push through." So, the beginning after end is one of my favorite stories of all time. I'm gonna push through, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna be mid to bad animation with a S tier story. That's what it is. I guess Kingdom had to go through it, except they had worse conditions because the animation was worse. Seven Deadly Sins doesn't have as good of a story, but they had some bad moments too after season 1. So that's just the reality. It's going to be a S tier story for season 1 with mid to bad animation.
Who animated Kingdom?
No idea.
Because their turnaround, that's that. Even if it's like, let's just say it's like Mappa, that
studio.
I have no idea. That's what I was asking.
Because Riddell, you said it turned around after like season 3. Like
I think like it eventually got good somehow.
Can somebody Google that real quick?
Studio pick it up or
Studio Peria.
Oh, then okay, but that's way
Naruto Studio.
Yeah, but that's a way more established studio than this.
Yeah, but I'm saying, did they do season 1 and 2 as well?
Start. It was terrible at the start. I've never seen anime like Kingdom was like generationally bad at the
That's what I'm saying. Did they do season 1 and 2 as well, and then like it went to Period, or
I don't know.
I never thought it left the studio.
I mean, if this studio can't get their act together, then I mean, if he switches companies, I'm cool with that. I don't really care.
Apparently, for episode 3, they outsourced to the studio that makes Boruto, so that could either be. But I don't know. I don't know if that's the beginning Boruto or the.
It all looks fine.
Yeah. So.
Hey,
I don't really have a problem with Boruto.
That means
exporting is
you know what that means? That means the scene that we care about.
Well, episode 3 should be the dragon, so we'll see how.
Yeah, that's
so we'll see how that goes.
That's the most important scene so far, by far. Like,
I remember
Lonnie gonna still come back crying, y'all. Don't worry about it.
It's not enough.
Hey, they outsourced. That means it's not them. So if it's not them,
they made it.
Wait, I didn't hear what did you say, Riddell?
You can't win.
I mean, if the creator made a decision about the anime, and all you can say is, "Oh, the anime is getting better," right?
You know, I wanted to get better. We all know, because Riddell, we want the dungeon scene. Because if the dungeon scene hits, that shit's gonna go viral.
I feel like this dragon scene is gonna be more important.
No, it's gonna be more important. But I'm saying the dungeon part, that shit will go viral if it hits right.
You know, we'll see. I think
it'll go viral.
It could go viral for the wrong reasons too. So we'll see.
Don't make me crash out.
I at the very least, I feel like we all should agree. Mid to bad animation will always surpass messing up the story. Everything.
And I respect Miles' point of view because he dealt with One Piece for years before they got good. So I understand.
But I always thought it was good.
You always thought the animation was good?
I like the anime.
Yes, because I understand what elite animation is. I understand what above average animation is. Good. I understand what it is. So I was never watching One Piece. Man, this is ass. I know what I'm going to get. I understand why I'm getting it. I'm cool.
Thank you.
You know what? I have a question for Random. Random, you've seen a lot of like the pre-time skip Naruto fights.
Yo, we live in rent free in the One Piece haters' heads, man. That's all I know, man. Y'all like laser light shows, and y'all coming at our impact frames. It's all good.
Who's coming at impact frames?
Leroy. Yeah. How did you feel about early One Piece fights, Random? I mean, not One Piece, Naruto fights.
Fire.
I think most of them are pretty good. Now there are some moments where you can tell, like these are just tricks. This is just tricks that they used during that time, where now they wouldn't do that. But I think most of them are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like if people, because I agree, I like them still, even though I know it's like not top tier animation. But I feel like if a lot of these new fans go rewatch Naruto, I think they would just crap on it.
They would.
Don't even send them back to Dragon Ball Z. Like,
oh, it's just scribble scrabble, and they're just they're just moving their hands fast, and one guy's moving his head. That's what they would say.
And it's reused over and over and like, nah, they'd crash out.
They'd lose their mind.
Thanks.
You got to be able to add the content.
As one of the elitists, I would take one of those old school Dragon Ball Z fights than the fight that I got in episode 2. I would take one of those.
This is all Demon Slayer's fault.
I would take an old school Naruto fight or old school Dragon Ball Z fight for episode 2 than what I got for episode 2, which was literally nobody moving.
So you would take literal hands, just scribble scrabble.
Because guess what? At least things were moving on the screen, Miles.
You don't see their body moving. You just see scribble scrabble going back and forth.
That's more than what I got.
All that happened.
What I got for episode 2.
Or
you literally see one body, and in the middle of them, scribble scrabble.
And guess what? I didn't even get a scribble scrabble for episode 2. I got still images. Literally nothing moving, Miles. That's literally nothing moving.
That's sad. He would take implied people moving at the speed of sound that it's literally just dashes, not even bodies.
They're moving so fast.
Someone just going like this. Yes,
that's
like
light spark.
Yeah,
light spark. That's the most.
There's not even a light spark in the fucking whatever.
Sanso, there's a scene with Goku fighting Jiren where they're literally just staring at each other and nothing's moving, and people thought it was peak. You can literally watch all of them screaming, having the time of their life. Oh, it's so peak. They're literally just looking at each other. Nothing's happening. But they get a slideshow, and it's a big complaint. It's just so inconsistent and so disingenuous. It's actually a joke.
Yeah, the Mystic. We're only bringing this up not because we're crapping on it. It's because we're showing the difference on these type of animations versus now, and how people are going crazy over current animation. It's tough.
There's a larger majority of anime closer to TBATE than there is closer to Demon Slayer and Fate.
I agree with that.
And if people will just be more open with admitting that, instead of trying to act like everything's going to be those series with elite choreography, colors, directions, and things like that, these conversations wouldn't be had. But hey, it is what it is.
And no one's asking for elite choreography.
A whole lot went into them
on the screen.
Do you think there's any good, like, you don't think when we see the backstory, not the backstory, but we see like Arthur as a king?
No, I told you, Riddell. I said that shit was good.
Oh, okay. My bad. Because I feel like, well, like, fine, the fight sucks, but you don't think talking about the story of how Arthur is, what he's doing, his mother being a healer, which is unconventional, was an interesting bit to bring out. Him learning how to use these magic techniques to the point where one of the adults was like, "How do you do that?" You don't think that's something to talk about? But it's not.
That's the story, Riddell. That's the story.
Yeah, you don't think we should talk about the story? I don't know. It's part of
asking me about the animation. You're not asking me about the story.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Talking about the story all day long.
Nobody's talking about the story. It's all the beginning of the end and just complaining about the animation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Whatever you think that petition you're signing, that 30,000 of you guys signed, it ain't gonna do nothing. What was the point of that? Oh no, 39,000 people don't like the anime. You can find 39,000 people who don't like One Piece.
Thanks. Hey man, overall it's still a good season. I'll be watching the beginning of the end every single week, so I'm here.
Riddell, can I show a brief clip?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I gotta just share my screen.
Yeah.
All right, cool. It's not gonna be a long clip. I want somebody to tell me this is good animation, real quick.
Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, we're getting copyright.
No, I don't got no sound on.
It has nothing to do with sound.
Yeah, you can get copyright from videos too. It has to be only a little bit though.
We hear.
This is good.
It's colorful.
Yeah, it's colorful.
This is good. Okay, that's all I want to show. Let's be honest.
Miles, when on this show have you ever heard me glaze?
I don't give a fuck about none of that, Lonnie. I want us to be honest about animation in these shows.
Yes, when have you ever heard me glaze Dragon Ball Z fights in general?
No,
or the Jiren.
That's not the question.
That's not my point. Niggas will look at that and scream at that.
Yeah, that's called the casuals.
Nigga.
W
Let's move on.
W avoid the question.
Let's move on.
Oh my god, I might make that. I might
move
make
on.
that a clip
Let's move on.
myself.
Because niggas don't know what good animation is and what bad animation is. That's the problem. That's literally the problem. I watch on the global stage, elitists, casuals, everybody. Niggas is watching that. Niggas is literally, is creaming their pants. Niggas is losing their mind. That's horrible animation. That's not good. Well, it's not horrible, but that's not good. You know what I'm trying to say? That's not good animation. That's not good. But that will get a pass. But you'll see a slideshow, and niggas gonna be up in arms when more shows look like what I just showed y'all on Dragon Ball Z, and more shows look like that slideshow than anything. Fuck out of here. I'm tired of that shit. I wish Demon Slayer would have never made anime popular. I swear to God. Because it got y'all niggas spoiled.
Go ahead, Lonnie. Pull up your screen. Because I could already see you doing it.
I wasn't going to pull up my screen. I can't
real.
pull up a screen.
I
wasn't going to. Do you want me to?
Yeah, there's way more shows with bad animation than there is good or mid animation.
You know what's funny too? Like I'm not pointing. This is not pointed at you, Lonnie, because you.
And it's not pointed at you, Lonnie. I'm just saying in general.
I get your frustration in general.
No.
It's the discourse, like Miles said that, and that's my point. Because the way you described it, like S tier story, mid to bad animation, I'm good with that. My issue is when you go to this is ass, this is terrible. The discourse behind the beginning after the end, this is the worst thing ever. Like this is complete dog shit. Like it is not, bro. It is not.
Yeah, and to kind of compound this point, like the animation talking point, it's transcending anime. Y'all see what people were doing for Invincible for season 2? They were complaining about that animation like crazy. I'm like, bro, I'm enjoying what I'm seeing.
I thought that was stupid. I thought like them hating on season 3 and season 2 of Invincible. I was like, I thought that was like that's stupid. But when it comes to the beginning after end animation, I just think that we just disagree. I don't know. Maybe we have just different standards. I guess and that's fine. Whatever.
But those same fans would say the Way of the House Husband is great.
I want to stand on business, but I'm gonna get my One Piece niggas mad, bro. But I want to stand on business so bad.
Oh,
say what you gotta say, Miles.
No, nigga, I don't even think One Piece animation is that good. Even now, I think the fidelity looks fine, but I think they use a cheap animation style and they just maximize it at certain points. One Piece does not always look crisp and great, even in the modern, even today. It doesn't. But they do a good job at maximizing scenes and making it look good. When we were having the argument about Bleach, I was hoping one of y'all would stand on it and say Bleach is animated better than One Piece. Because it is. There's very few series that reach that level of animation where the quality is consistent throughout the entirety of the episode. It's not only hitting a high peak during a fight or a pivotal moment. I'm talking about from minute 00 until minute 24:59. It's at the same level of consistency the whole time. It looks clear. The fights look clear. You're not seeing blurring. The face quality's not dropping. The character designs are still intact. It's not just blurred lines stretching across the screen. Like, let's be for real.
No, Miles, I agree with you, but with One Piece and with One Piece specifically, I think because of the art style of One Piece, it would be hard to do that Bleach type style of animation.
Well, yeah, because being that Bleach in modern times is going from a model where they're releasing cores, where they're having a year to work on it, and it's already done while they're releasing their episodes. One Piece has to go week to week, so unfortunately, they have to choose a cheap animation style in order to keep making it week to week and being able to, sustain their anime.
No, I just meant One Piece character designs would be hard to do that in general.
What do you mean?
No, I don't think so.
That's a cop out.
Because an anime that just released this year that I told Riddell after episode 1, it's a race for anime of the year based on animation only. Yaiba is doing that.
And I don't like to use Fate as an example. Me and Random watched the Fate movie, and you can pause it at any point in any scene and get clear fidelity. It doesn't look blurry. You can clearly distinguish who the character is. You can see their whole entire model with perfect fidelity. Bleach, to me, is the only modern production for a long time that has matched that. My problem with this discourse, people, and I mean this genuinely, they don't know what good, bad, and mid animation is. They simply don't. They have an idea of what they need to see. When they don't see that idea, it's automatically bad. And that's just not the case. There are, I would say 80% of anime is mid, or is in that mid category. 15% is probably bad, and 5% is actually very excellent, extreme level good. Honestly.
Okay. So Miles, for the beginning after the end, because I think
Alchemist Brotherhood was that good, except for certain fights. I didn't think that Lust fight was great, but when I look at Alphonse versus Pride and Kimberly, that was amazing. But all of Full Metal doesn't look like that.
I agree, actually.
So Miles, for the first episode beginning after the end, because I think the argument with me and Santa was I kept on saying that shit was mid, and Santa was like, it's not mid, it's good. What would you put for the beginning after the end? Because I said that shit was mid. I'm saying the second episode dropped with the fight scene. The fight scene was bad. Over everything else besides the fight scene, mid.
I think overall the entire thing is okay. I haven't seen the episode 2 to get an actual fight under my belt, but I think it's okay. Give it a 6. It's okay. It's not the worst I've ever seen. It's damn sure not the best.
Yeah,
it's okay.
6 to me. That's mid. That's mid.
Okay, it's okay.
All right. Well, gentlemen, is there anything else we want to talk about before we end the show?
I had a quick One Piece thing.
Oh, yeah.
After that, Miles, we have to talk Chojin X. Please. I've been waiting. Waiting.
I'm not going to lie, and I want to send Ty some pictures because that paneling on this...
Well, the latest chapter?
That nigga was going insane.
Yeah, we probably will have to save the Chojin X conversation for a different day. Because we need more people to be locked in, because this is just a gem that just not enough people are locked into. But with that said, what's your One Piece topic?
This is a quick One Piece topic. I don't know how many people have seen the first episode here. I know I have. I think Riddell has seen it. There's a controversy, and some people in the chat may know. I don't think it's Shueisha. It's not Funimation. It is Shueisha. Shueisha is actually editing scenes and changing them from the manga compared to the anime. So there's a scene where the entirety of the Straw Hats, I actually had it pulled up. I gotta get it again. The Straw Hats are pulled up on York, and Sanji's actually missing. Whereas in the manga, he's in the photo. And the One Piece fans are up in arms, and they have pitchforks. Everybody's mad. I didn't realize there were a lot of Sanji fans. My question to y'all is, how do y'all feel about the anime going its own way and changing scenes that are seen as important in the manga?
I think there's always, when you're switching versions or mediums, you're gonna have to make changes anyway. So I think it's part. Now there's always a question if the studio is outright changing whether it's a character or character perception. Like I mentioned that with Sakura, because in the manga she's so much better than how the studio decided to animate her and turn her character. So that's all it is, especially if they change big story moments. But you got to be. Is it like, I don't think that's too crazy, but like some things have to change in order for this to work out. Like the even the fact, like the Jinwoo Beru fight, he was using ice powers. And why was he using ice powers? Because he killed one of those Chinese dudes who had ice powers. Like those things that you wouldn't catch on another medium. I think all that stuff helped the Beru fight stand out more, even though people were trying to put it in ridiculous conversations. But those things matter.
And I have the picture. Can I show pictures what I was saying copyrighted?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a picture so that I can show us. But random, I don't mind. So Shueisha does that all the time, right? Mm-hmm. We had that controversy with me getting mad at them glazing Garp last season. Mm-hmm. So it's one thing to enhance a product. it's another thing to kind of just change it. So if we see here in the manga panel, it's like a posse. It's a posse cut. This is like the middle of the arc. Straw Hats got their big W. We got Sanji right here, but it's the whole posse. Jinbei, everybody's here. Manga, he's just gone, and everybody's mad about that.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'll be honest. I don't care. I'll be honest.
You sad right now.
I couldn't care less.
Honestly, I don't care either.
The thing is, like, I get being upset when it's important narrative pieces, but if it's like slight things that just appeal to fans' wants, I could not care less. And I do think One Piece fans have been doing that more recently with certain slight things that happen in the anime. Now, a bigger thing, we actually had that debate on the podcast where you were kind of upset on how Garp was looked at. We had a whole clip about it. People were flaming Miles in the comments. But it showed Mark Garp doing some really crazy stuff. A scene like this where we know he's there, he's just not in the scene, it doesn't mean anything to me. But I do think at the very least, don't mess up lore. You can kind of like power scalers I don't care about. So like if you want to make it look like they're more broken by making it seem like they're doing this like certain attack, I'm willing to give it leeway. But overall, if you can make the anime more interesting without messing up the lore, I'm okay with it.
And that picture, and the one on the bottom in the anime itself, is that like a scene or is that just a picture, a still image?
It's a scene. They're all moving in the scene.
Yeah, Sanji's in the like actual room. He's just not in this.
He's in the room. He comes later, but this whole entire posse cut in the anime, they're all moving. They all are like expressing emotion because they captured this girl. Because like he's just his reaction is just absent from that moment.
Yeah,
it's one of those things, Santa, where like they kind of preview all their faces and then like they all just pop up for the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will say this, Miles, because I heard about this a few days ago. If animation controversy is like the biggest gripe with anime fans since the whole Demon Slayer era, I would say probably the second or third biggest thing is the panel to screen type thing. And
that's warranted to me sometimes.
Yeah. So sometimes the panel to screen needs to cook. But like other times, like they just be ODing, like, oh, they had the camera angle on the right side instead of the left side, or oh, he went like this instead of like this, or like.
So I actually remember one from last year where J-Rob had an issue with it. It was with Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
And they actually redid that character that J-Rob had an issue with. But when we first saw it didn't capture any of his essence or aura in his first reveal. And now they came back and they had to redo it.
And they made sure to put that in the trailer too.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him volume in his hair. They gave him definition in his face and all that.
But
the only egregious thing I can remember was like the Gojo scene.
My thing is, to me, I understand that. It's the whole, like, when the Sonic trailer first came out and Sonic just looked bad. It was a bad character model. And it had so much uproar that they redid it. Same thing with Kaiju. Like, the character model just looked bland, just cheap.
Don't forget the teeth.
It was just bad. It was just drawn bad. So I get that. On the Sanji one,
he's in the way back, Santo. He's in the way back.
He's like in the panel, he doesn't even look like he's in focus. Like he's just back there. Like I don't think it's that deep, personally.
But so Santo, and I'm with you, but here's my problem with that. Rob Lucci's right next to Santo, right next to Sanji, equally out of he's equally out of focus, but they included him.
Now, if you're asking for the reason why he's not included, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, to me that's just being lazy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But I'm saying I don't really care. But what I'm saying is Rob Lucci equally has a right to not be there as Sanji. They're both way out of the panel, all the way in the back, out of focus. They're like an afterthought. Why not just not include both? Why? You know, it's just agendas at the end of the day. But people are really
like, are
mad about
people
this.
saying that it's an agenda to keep Sanji
Oh
out?
yeah. Sanji fans are mad. they think that there is an intentional agenda to make Sanji appear more horny, appear weaker, and often not even include him with the rest of the Straw Hats intentionally by Shueisha.
So can we also say that then that there's an agenda to make Usopp white? Because why is he now whiter than Luffy when he's supposed to be black?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, why is he white? Now he's now lighter than Luffy. That makes no sense. But that's beside Sanji fans just crashing out. Like, you know what probably happened? It was time constraints. The guy that was probably supposed to be making that panel was like, "Oh, I don't have time to make Sanji because he's in the way back. Shit, this shit's due in 30 minutes. Fuck it." That's what happened. That's what happened. We all know that's what happened.
So if Sanji would have been in,
I hear a video.
That's random.
And now he muted.
Now you're muted.
Random. Lock in. Lonnie's the tired one here, all right?
So you're gone, bro. You're gone.
You're gone.
You're cooked. You're just cooked.
So if Sanji would have been included in that photo, but Rob Lucci's out, is it the same level of disdain?
No, and the only reason why is, unlike most stories, there's not many stories that have an entire posse that's in the forefront. If you're gonna do a posse cut like that, you need to have the whole posse.
Gotcha.
Picture you got the I can't think of a posse right now. Picture you got the Migos when they were still together, and Offset is just not in the picture. You get what I'm saying? And it's meant to be a posse cut. Sanji's a part of the posse. Rob Lucci's not.
Okay.
I hear that. Ultimately, it's also one of the like scenes that I don't really care too much about. So there are better posse cuts, but you know, who knows? I am so upset the Grizzlies just took the lead against the Warriors. They were winning by like 20 at one point. Warriors are selling.
Good.
Yo, what is going on? Anything else that you guys want to bring up?
Ja Morant stopped being a doof and doing celebrations like that.
We're gonna get into controversy.
Nagi, we're done with you at that point because that speech from Eagle was great. That's all I got.
I don't mind what Ja Morant's doing, Santo.
I don't mind what he's doing, but be smart, dude. You're costing yourself money.
Nah, if John Moran wants to do that, then he better not complain about him getting fined.
Exactly. And all the people that are saying, "Oh, the league is picking on him," bro.
This is his activist moment. Ja, keep doing it. Throw some grenades.
Keep losing money, bro.
I want you to lay down and snipe. I want you to do it all. No, because as athletes, I'm sick and tired of this whole thing with sports where they want to filter how we can celebrate and have fun. We're making y'all billions of dollars. Let us celebrate.
Oh, I agree. Let us
celebrate. You. And then if you want to find, and I get John Morant's story path, all of that is fine. But every single person that does this, give him a fine. You just can't give him the fine.
Oh yeah, everybody should get the fine. I do think reputation makes it like it focuses on you and makes it more impactful when you do it because John Morant doing it is now a trend on social media. So obviously they want to nip that in bud and punish it accordingly. I agree that celebrations get overly kind of punished, but I don't. I stand by for a television media that is broadcasted to families. I'm against the idea of like gun celebrations and all that stuff. So
you know what? My thing is, don't complain like, oh, he's doing it over there. That's what my 7-year-old tells my 9-year-old. No, I'm talking to you. Focus on what you're doing, how your money is getting affected. Don't worry about anybody else. Oh, but he's doing it. But Buddy Hield is doing it. That you sound like a child.
I'm with Gilbert Arenas. Ja, keep doing it.
Sure. Keep getting fined.
Keep getting fined, boy.
Keep getting fined.
Don't complain.
Go ahead.
Don't complain. And then also don't insult my intelligence saying, "Oh, I'm taking my words and bruh."
Yo, they have the worst
He
lies,
cooking.
bro.
He
They have the
cooking.
worst.
Oh god, no, that was
all right.
hilarious.
So we're gonna wrap this one up because I really want to watch this Warriors Grizzlies game.
Real quick, Riddell, are we doing something for WrestleMania?
I think so. So
yeah, we're gonna stream. We're gonna
stream it. We're probably not gonna stream it on the YouTube channel, but we'll probably stream it. I'm going to try to work this playback thing. If it does work, then I'm gonna put the link in the Discord for people who want to watch the game. Well, I'm watching it. If the rest of the guys wants to watch it, they can come join me, and we'll try to use that as a means to watch sports game and NBA playoffs. If it works for us, then we'll be watching the NBA playoffs there because we can't watch it in Discord because Discord blacks it out. You'd have to kind of.
Can we stream
What?
Mania on playback?
Probably not. The thing is, so the way you can stream sports game is playback is partnered with specific websites that allows you to utilize that stream on your stream. So playback is connected with the NBA, not wrestling necessarily.
I thought it was just sports in general, but okay.
Yeah, there's a whole process behind it. But we'll probably stream. Maybe we'll see. I have to work some things out. Maybe we can multi-stream on playback and Twitch. So we'll see. But with that said, appreciate everybody. We are finally back. BSS. We talked about a lot of good anime this week, of course. The little Crunchyroll stuff, of course, as well. We'll be back next week doing some fun stuff. Probably more than likely bring back a top 10 that you guys enjoy. As I said earlier, whatever gets the most, if likes gets the most, then the villains gets to choose the next competition. If we have more comments, then the heroes get to choose the next competition. So make sure you guys like and comment in today's stream for the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys become a member so you can see our original content, such as the Game of Thrones stuff, such as the sports podcast we're probably going to come out with, and some other content we're doing as well. Make sure you guys check our recent One Piece theory video. Me, Lonnie, and Miles, I think we absolutely freaking cooked. I think we have some of the best theories out on the platform right now. And make sure you guys go to the podcast, rate the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, 5 stars. With that said, appreciate y'all. You have a good one. Take care. Peace. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Black Sensei Society podcast. With that said, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn a notification bell on so you never miss any content we like to drop. We want to do as much as possible. And if you want to join the community, you can also go to our Discord, go to our link tree, and be a part of it. We have a lot of great conversations in there. And we're doing a lot of fun things in there. Events, getting your opinions for content and videos, tournaments where we have cash prizes. So make sure you guys join the Discord and rate it 5 stars for the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We really do appreciate you as we continue on our grind. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed. You have a good one. Peace.